It's called Text Abuse.
6 a.m. and already the boy ain't right.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, living in Marco. We're dying the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. Good vibes, great people, living in Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
Good morning, Facebook Friday Live. How's everybody doing this morning?
Larry Russell has made it early to the show finally.
Nice.
Pat Wilson, good morning.
Bonnie.
Matt Hecker, good morning to you. Bonnie Rhodes.
Here.
Two of these folks here, Matt and Pat, both have tickets to the Pro Home Garden Show this weekend.
What?
They're going to be waiting at Will Call for you. I'm going to swing over there this afternoon and drop off all the tickets.
Well,
So
make
Matt
sure
was
when
going to
you-
be over at the golf show with us.
He's probably going to go do them both. 3 days. He's got
Oh,
time.
yeah, plenty of time.
Mhm.
When are you going to be at the golf show?
I am there. I will tell you exactly.
But yeah, Matt and Pat, make sure that you go say hi to Kevin Webb when you're there.
Yes, be sure to stop in because Kevin Webb is the reason that you have those tickets. Bonnie Rhodes, you too?
Yes.
Does Bonnie, you have tickets to that?
I hope so.
Did I give you tickets or did you get tickets somewhere else?
I'll be there noon to 2 tomorrow. Noon to 2.
Okay.
I'm going to probably be there longer than that because, I like golf.
Right. You're going to get there a little early?
Probably get there a little early.
Shop around a bit?
Shop around, look around, spend money I don't have.
I am hopefully going to I might spend a little money. I don't know.
You need new clubs, dude.
Yeah, I'm not buying new clubs at the golf show though. Those would be like really expensive,
No,
wouldn't
they
they?
have-
That's where they
a
have
bunch of
the
used
best
ones there.
deals there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, they have like one guy comes in and just brings hundreds of iron sets of different
Really?
last year's models that some are used.
I also don't have money. How much does a set of golf clubs cost?
A good set?
A decent set. Why do I need new irons? What do I need new irons for?
I don't know, but he's pretty convinced. I'm convinced you need him because he tells you that often enough.
He's never said that before.
Oh, no, he
I've
has.
said that a few times.
Yeah.
He may not when I've
How
been
old
here.
are your irons?
I don't know.
Exactly. There's your answer.
So
Technology changes so much. I change out every single year. I change out
You don't have
drivers
one
and
of-
wedges.
You don't have one of those drivers like that's as big as your head, do you?
Well, they're all that way.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
No.
they are.
You're
I
thinking
got a
of-
few that aren't.
Well,
Yeah,
then you have old.
when the sport
drivers.
was first created.
And
Yeah.
what about those putters? You don't have one of those crazy putters.
No,
where you do this with it,
I have
do
a
you?
regular old.
Just a
putter.
regular old. That's all you need. When you got the skill, you don't need anything special about a putter.
But yeah, every year I change out wedges, and usually every 2 or 3 years driver because the technology
Okay.
changes so much. But my irons
So it sounds to me now. Okay, listen. They say that all the time. This driver is designed to increase 10 yards to your game. Okay, if that were true, by this point, we'd be driving that ball
Well, the pros are
750 yards. But
The
how
pros
often
are.
it this can now
It just
go?
gets more forgiving. The MOI, the moment of inertia on clubs can only be there's a limit, so they can only go so far with how springy their face are. But the more you use them, the theoretically the longer they get. But I mean, dude, it's insane, man. A driver can cost you $600, just a driver.
I know. I don't have that kind of money to spend.
I'm single, so I spend all my
Well, let
money.
me
on
ask you,
golf.
what do you do with your old clubs?
I usually
Do you change them out as often as shit? Seems to me like you got a pair that's fairly new.
Well,
that-
I sell them.
oh, all right.
But I usually buy them for a brand new set of irons is going to cost you $1,200 probably.
Good God. What would my wife say to me?
But
if I
here's the fun fact: you could sell that same set of $1,200 irons next year after you use them for a season for $600. You lose so much money, and it's like a car. As soon as you start playing,
It's more like a phone, isn't it?
Well, phones actually hold
There's
their
like
value pretty.
subtle little changes, and
Oh,
so
it's for-
you
yeah.
either need or don't need, or
Yes.
I mean,
I mean, you can, but I mean, I
and the
will say
rapid rate of
technology is-
technology changing them.
If you're playing with clubs that are 5 years old, you're at a disadvantage. You just are.
Hmm.
Here's what I've always said, because I've played hockey my entire life and golf my entire life. Those two sports, more than any other sport, the more you spend, the better the equipment is. A $500 hockey stick is 90 times better than a $75 stick. It's just night and day.
I remember the first time that we had to buy a $300 or $400 softball bat for my daughter. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah. And they're so much better than a $100 bat. It's crazy.
I'll look at some prices tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll look at some prices tomorrow.
What do you have, TaylorMade?
I don't know.
You don't even know. What are we doing here?
AJ says, so that's why I suck at golf. It's the clubs, of course.
Just
Why am I
not-
doing so terrible? It's the
just
clubs.
not as serious about the sport. That's all.
It's who, me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing. When I play golf, and this is where Marco and Marco is extremely competitive. Extremely competitive. Because if he's not doing good, oh man, watch out. Like, it's bad. Me, I just like to go out and play and have a good time.
There you go.
That's I enjoy, so I don't have to, like, if I get hit under 100, I'm good.
Yeah.
The average golfer hits 100. That's what what I learned. So I am average.
Right.
And I'm okay being average.
It's all about
when it comes to golf.
expectation levels.
Right. We went through so many hockey sticks when my son played hockey. He's always managed to break one.
Yes.
See,
and breaking a $30 stick is okay. Breaking a $500 stick
Please
sucks.
tell me it's harder to break a $500 stick.
It is, but I mean, if the puck hits if it hits your shaft for whatever reason, they're going to snap. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
But the first time I snapped I think I snapped a $250. I was so mad, dude.
I bet.
And because then, it's not good. That was the best thing about playing pro roller hockey, but we got free sticks. When I started getting free sticks, I was like, this is the best day of my life. You snap a stick, you just throw it over and you just get a new one. You have like 10 sticks. But
see, I think that's what needs to
Yeah.
happen with me. What I need to do is I need to start going out there and playing more courses, creating more content. Then I get somebody to give me clubs for free.
see, that's where
That's
why all of mine is Cal. So I got lucky because about 5 years ago, I got sponsored to go out to Callaway and get fitted for all Callaway stuff. So I got like probably $5,000 worth of clubs for free. And then I've just been trading those in and losing a little bit each time. But so I was able to start off. But I mean, that's how much it's going to, if you got new irons, new drivers, new putter, new bag, it's going to cost you about $5,000, which a lot of people, I didn't have, but I got lucky enough to be playing in enough tournaments where Callaway sponsored me to have all their stuff.
Chuck had his built for him.
Yeah.
And
And
I
that's
think
the other thing.
maybe in part because of his height.
That would be the other thing. If you're going to use Ulster, you should go to like Golf Tech or somewhere and have them bend the lofts and the lies. They spend a day in there hitting them.
Okay.
Because you cannot play them off the shelf. Everybody, like, I'm 2 degrees flat. I'm sure Chuck is like probably 2 or 3 degrees upright because he's taller. But that you have to have the clubs. If you're going to have, you can have crappy clubs. You have to have them tailor-made to you, though. Nobody should ever go into Golf Galaxy, buy a set of clubs, and just play those. You should always get them tweaked.
Which again costs money.
But that doesn't cost that much money.
That's like only like $3,000.
No, it's like $100. They'll do it for like $100.
That sounds like money well spent if you're going to actually play. Yeah.
If you want to be good at it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do. I got a new golf bag. That was good. That was a from the year before. I got a new golf bag. But I said if I break 90, that's when I'll get a new set of clubs.
Is Beth or any of the kiddos interested in golf?
They like coming around. Mostly they like going to the snack shack. They like driving in the cart and going to the snack shack.
You know what you did get free is a lot of golf balls from your buddy.
I did get a lot of golf balls. Yes. Yeah. Tons of them.
Yeah.
So I have no shortage of golf balls for the next 4 seasons.
Yes, AJ, you can take your clubs that you already have and get them fitted by a professional. I would go to Pro Golf Fairway, which is right across. It's right where. What is that? There's a not Pat and Dandy's. There's a. Shoot, where is that place? Right across, like from the mall area. Fair.
Franklin Park.
Is that where that is?
The mall.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy. His name is Jeff. He's really good. Pro Golf Fairways. Just look it up. The guy's name is Jeff. He did all mine. He's fantastic. And so what you do is you go to a simulator. You hit a few shots. He'll tweak.
He's the one that owns the simulators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck knows him too. What's his
Jeff
name?
something.
We were talking about a couple of buddies of mine and I were talking about opening up a place with golf simulators in Sylvania because they don't have it.
They have. Sylvania has them.
In Sylvania?
I think so.
Where in Sylvania? I don't think Sylvania has any. You've got
X Golf?
There's no X Golf in Sylvania.
There isn't?
No. There's one in Perrysburg.
There's like 3 locations. He's got 3 locations. I thought there's some.
I mean,
One in
like Sylvania.
Rossford he's got one
Is it
downtown,
Rossford?
and then the
Okay.
one up by the mall. I think those are the 3.
Yeah. But I'm talking like in downtown, like near downtown Sylvania. Like we need something around there. We've got 2 breweries down there,
Yeah.
a couple
Good.
restaurants. I think what they need is that. I'm looking at this comment and I don't know what to make of it. Are you seeing it?
Oh yeah, I am now.
Yeah.
I don't know what. That's insane.
I'm afraid to say anything because I think he might actually kill me.
Maybe.
He looks like he might be that kind of person.
Yeah. X Golf is in Holland.
In Holland, okay. And Perrysburg. I was just there yesterday. I went out to this place called Prime IV. It's a hydration station place. It's one of those places where they hook you up to a drip.
What?
You ever seen those? They fill you up. They basically hook you up to an IV and replenish your body with fluids. And,
Get out of here. That's something.
yeah. Oh, it's a big thing. A lot of places. It's starting to become a booming industry.
I'm telling you, you know what's booming is I wish they had here is they're all over Madison, Wisconsin when I go back to get my son, but
The
They're
stretching
stretching
places.
plates.
We've talked about
it's a
that.
place
yeah.
where they just stretch you, which is I would go there tomorrow because they do all of this. They get on you and they like stretch your back.
Oh
and
man,
then-
that sounds
yeah.
amazing.
I know it's like
I could really use that.
what's it? It's called Stretch Doctor or the Stretch. There's
Do
like
they hook you up to anything like stretch you
yeah,
out?
they have that,
Oh,
and they
you
have
know, like those torture devices
like the back thing
where they they pull the wheel and and then eventually
Yeah.
it just like rips your limbs off.
right.
That would suck. But
Right before.
but
that.
you know, at one point you go, oh yeah,
your back goes crack, crack, crack.
just
Yeah,
for one. No, I went to this place, and it's really cool. I mean, they've first of all, they got you in this massage chair. It looks like a pod.
Yeah, I'm doing. Once you said needles, I'm out. I'm not doing any needle. That's crazy.
But let me tell you about this massage chair. This is amazing because not only did it massage every part of you, it also rocks back and forth. It rocks you like a baby,
Yeah.
and you got
Is it like one of those chairs that like the long ones that are I feel like it go mad?
yes, but that inside of like a half an egg type thing.
Huh.
So you feel comfortable and it's massaging the
And
bottoms of your
cuddled, huh?
feet. And oh yeah, it
While it's
has these
draining the IV
airbags
in
that
you?
It's
press
swaddles you.
that presses into you. And oh,
While you're getting the IV, or this is not.
yeah, you can get it while you're you can do it.
That-
Yeah.
that's
Or you could probably go in for the massage. I don't know. Yes, I did bring the scale.
Luke Combs there. Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. And Lynn and Marco with you here. Thank you so much for being on our show. Here's for Feel Good Friday Facebook Live. We are live currently on Facebook. Join us there because that's where there's some interesting comments already. Boy, they're starting this day out fantastic on the lives. Cloudy today. Few snow flurries possible early. High near 30. Partly cloudy tonight. Very cold. Low down to 15. I don't know where to go. I was over this weather 2 weeks ago. Now I'm just miserable.
Tomorrow we're going to have some sunshine, a little on the breezy side. Sunday, early cloudy, but sunny by afternoon. You got to enjoy those sunny days when you get them. And it'll be 36 on Sunday, so that's not terrible at all.
Yeah.
That's walking in weather. Yeah.
That's fine.
25 now. Okay, 100 your weather. Brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Traffic is in fine shape. There's no accidents reported. There's no slowdowns. Call us or text us if you spot anything. 419-240-1000.
Well, today is National Sticky Bun Day.
Oh,
So I guess the question is, who's bringing us sticky buns today?
well, if they're not in this studio,
I put it out there on my page yesterday. I said, who has the best sticky buns?
I
Does
feel like
anybody
that's
even
a
call 'em
very
that?
niche.
I've never gone into any place and seen sticky buns on the menu.
What would you order if you thought of sticky buns? What would it be?
I guess a cinnamon roll.
Cinnabon?
But I think it's different. I think it's
I don't think people know what sticky buns is.
yeah. Sticky buns are it's kind of like a cinnamon roll, but it's the mixture that you use, like the brown sugar and all that stuff. It's almost like have you ever had monkey bread?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's more like monkey bread,
Okay.
but in a roll form. Like
Okay. Right.
yeah, like it's almost like a cinnamon style. So it would look like that with the nuts,
Which looks amazing.
which looks incredible, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does. And it's not frosted; it's sticky.
Correct.
stuff
Yeah. So
dripped
it's not
all
like
over it.
it doesn't have the
like
white
a brown
frosting on it.
sugar glaze.
Correct. And see this person. Okay, so I put up there, I said, who has the best? I said, tomorrow's National Sticky Bun Day. Does anyone know the best place to get sticky buns?
Mhm.
Sometimes I get fantastic comments,
Right.
very helpful, very insightful, helps me do my job. Other times I get comments like, wait, you meant the dessert? Or
Oh, jeez.
one person said, Philly. And it's like, are you answering or are you just still cheering from last week? I couldn't.
Philly has cheesesteaks. They don't have sticky buns.
I know. One person said, are there any family owned bakeries left in Toledo? It's like, good God, man. Do it. All you got to do is look on your Google Maps and go bakery. Like it'll
Right.
populate it with
Yeah.
all the small
Wixie,
bakeries.
Strachan, all
Oh,
of it,
so
yeah.
so many of them. The Andersons used to have the best. Great. Let me create my time machine and go back to when the Andersons was open. Ah,
At least they knew what it was and where they could have gotten them.
the only one. So Jessica McKinney. Do you remember Jessica McKinney?
I
She
feel
was
like I have.
in here. She was in here a year ago, promoting her bridal show,
Okay. Yeah.
and she makes
Did
all
she do
these
the charcuterie thing?
with all the
Yeah.
yes,
Sweet treat charcuterie.
Yes.
thing?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
She makes
yes.
sticky buns.
she does.
Aha!
But then I said, are you making sticky buns tomorrow? I got no reply.
That means no, actually.
That's
You
yeah,
Yes.
actually got a reply.
No sticky buns
You
for
just
you.
don't understand what that reply is.
yeah.
And that
All right.
reply is a resounding no.
So my StreamYard is all dark. I'm going to go to Facebook and see if it is.
You're not really good at doing it.
Do you guys are you in good shape?
Well, I'm in good shape here.
Okay.
Mine is not dark, and I see you.
All right. Perfect. Mine is everything is sort of frozen up. So
AJ says they're awesome at the Kroger Bakery. I saw, Kroger's got sticky buns. That would be kind of close to like the glazed donut, like at Krispy Kreme, or no?
No, because the glazed donut at Krispy Kreme has, it's almost like the glaze is like a sugar glaze, right?
Right.
Whereas this is, I mean, that more like a white sugar glaze.
Oh,
This
so
is-
this is more like Cinnabon.
yeah, I'd probably say it's closer to that.
Gotcha.
But I think with mixed with nuts and everything. Boy, how about that hockey game last night?
I
Oh.
can't.
Man, I really wanted to win.
He's trying to make him sad.
I really wanted to take this away from Canada. Can you imagine if we took hockey away
We
from
did
Canada?
for a week. They were so pissed, and we should have. It just was so dumb. My sports report's coming up in a minute. You just cannot. Yeah. Conor McDavid is the best player in the NHL. You just cannot leave him in overtime, standing in front of the goal with nobody on him. That was such a dumb play. And
Yeah.
we have a lot of guys hurt. We had like three. Kachuk didn't finish the game. Another guy hurt his shoulder. It's like it was bad. It was bad. I stayed up really to watch the, and then it went into overtime, which is even later,
Right.
and then we lost.
When are we going back on to do this
Theoretically, in 2 minutes.
in 2 minutes? Well, I brought the scale in today.
Yo, you did.
I did. Do we want to wait till after the
2 minutes?
after the sports report and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Well,
wait.
you know what? Actually, here. So we got this little thing happening here. So actually, oops, God dang it. See what's happening here. Let's move these. I'll do it.
Okay.
We have this Friday thing going on. So I'm going to move these 2 spots. We actually have another song here.
Okay.
So
Well, I
we
think
have
that gives us time.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good about this weigh-in.
What happened?
I'm just not feeling good about it. I'm not feeling good about it.
Well, let's get it over. I'm not feeling really good about it either. I'm a little bloated.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling too. I'm not moving great.
But you're going to be way down from the last one on there. Oh,
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
You
This
gained
will,
massive pounds when you didn't bring it in. I just put what I thought we were.
oh, you did.
Yeah, I
You
put
did.
I put them at like 15 pounds higher.
That's higher than when he started.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly.
Good Lord. Yeah, see, I knew it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that number's not right that he made up, is it?
No.
Okay. Well, then that'll make you feel good.
Right,
What's
yeah.
the real number?
Oh my gosh.
What's the real number?
All right, 249.
Okay. So you're still under from where you started.
Yeah.
Let's do it that way. Let's talk. Let's look at
let's
that.
try to be positive here,
All
right?
right. Yes.
All right,
right.
here we go. 216. Look at this man.
Well, another pound down.
All right.
All right. So let's see here. What's today?
Today is the
21st.
Yep.
Look at all that weight you dropped in one
Look
week.
at that. How about that?
Like 10 pounds.
And Lynn
they're
is
same.
wow, look at that.
Lynn's magical weight loss.
It's great.
She's doing the magical weight loss.
All right. There we go.
So
So
Marco's down 10 pounds and Pat is down 2.
yeah,
And
oh
I'm
boy.
down 4.
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, I feel when you feel bloated, that's water retention.
Right.
So you're hanging on to a lot of water.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I think so for somebody who's been on a diet since the age of 4, Pat, I really think you can get all this advice about the proteins and the fibers, like and all of these things that are healthy and the right way to do things, and the nuts and the calories. It comes down to a simple count of calories.
Sure.
I think.
Sure,
So I don't know
but
because I think there's higher calories in some of those things that you're eating.
I did a whole spreadsheet.
You did.
I
Oh, all
created
right.
an
Okay,
entire
good.
spreadsheet.
All right.
Okay. So my totals, let's see, let's pull it up here. Okay. So for me, in order for me to lose weight
Right.
steadily, I have to bring in no more than 2,100 calories, 21 and some change. All right. That's the, so The most that I should take in order to lose weight is 22,634 calories. The least amount that I should take in, am I saying that right? 2,124.
Okay.
You have to, because you have to get calories in order for your body to operate. And so the most is 26, the least is 24 or 21. I'm under 21.
Mm-hmm.
Even with all the stuff that I ate, I'm still under 2,100 calories.
Yeah.
That's taking on, I've got 196 grams of protein. The fats are all in line. The only thing that's not in line right now is the fiber. Carbs are way under.
Oh, good. All right. There you go.
So
He's made a whole spreadsheet.
yeah,
Nice.
made a spreadsheet of this is like I like made a list of like all the foods that I'm eating. I have a whole list of foods, and so that's eating every single thing on there, and I'm not eating every
Right,
single thing on
right.
there. I just can't. So
No, because sometimes it winds up being a lot of food.
it does.
Mm-hmm. 419 stuff. What are you talking about there, Penny?
Well, what don't you want me to talk about?
Doesn't matter.
So there's 2 races. Remember both races I was talking about last week? They're actually this weekend.
Okay.
But we've also got, I mean, I could talk about the Pro Home Guard show, the golf show, whatever you don't talk about. Perrysburg Winterfest.
Lady A on K100 with Lyndon and Marco here. Your sports report brought to you by Zavotski's Custom Meats and Deli. Looks like the Detroit Lions have finalized their 2025 coaching staff, introducing 10 new hires after lots of their coaches have been poached for other teams, specifically Ben Johnson going to the Chicago Bears and their defensive coordinator going to the New York Jets. We'll see how that shakes up. Let's see. Red Wings are set to host the Minnesota Wild on Saturday, February 22nd, coming up at 12:30. Walleye have a couple games in town here. Kalamazoo Wings at the Huntington Center. Game is scheduled to start tonight at 7:15. I think it's Hockey Heritage Night, including a specialty jersey there. And then tomorrow, the Walleye will face the Wings at home with the puck drop at 7:15 there. I think that's Toledo Jeep Fest Hype Night. So a couple of good games
Can't
there.
have enough of those.
Speaking of hockey, I'm still not over the USA losing to Canada 3-2 in overtime when the Americans somehow left Connor McDavid wide open in front of the net in overtime with nobody covering him to score the game-winning goal to watch Canada grab the series. But it was a fantastic win for the NHL in this finals, the way they did it this year. Their ratings were through the roof. They had the highest hockey ratings last time USA played Canada of all of the major sports. So good for hockey for doing something during their All-Star break that made it easy to win. So there you go. That is your sports report.
Of course, we had a big concert announcement this week for Glass City Live, the Zac Brown Band headlining in a new summer concert event hosted by the University of Toledo's Glass Bowl. Glass City Live is what the festival is being called, Toledo's newest, largest annual music event. It's being sponsored by Jobs Ohio. It's going to take place on May 24th. So what a great way to spend Memorial Day weekend and kick off the summer concert season. Zac, of course, incredible live. We had opportunity to have him at Bash on the Bay a couple of years ago. If you didn't see him, man, you were going to be so excited about this appearance. And if you did, you know exactly what's in store. Now, Zac Brown not appearing on their own. You're also going to have a couple of other great artists along for this big event, including Luke Grimes.
Oh, he's from Yellowstone.
He is from Yellowstone, and so a lot of ladies love him.
That's Casey.
Anyway, but he's really, really talented. So you've got him along, and who's the other group? I've got details here. It says details, and they're missing that second group. But the biggest detail that we had been waiting for is when the tickets go on sale. They're going to be on sale to the general public beginning next Friday at 10 a.m. And they start really at a reasonable price, $59.50, only available through Ticketmaster. Dustin Lynch is at other artists along with Luke Grimes. And then there's going to be a Celtic rock act, Gaelic Storm. So they're going to be opening up. If you want more information, of course, K100country.com, the place to go. And if you're excited about summer concerts, well, we got another announcement coming for you Monday morning at 9 a.m. So make sure that you're listening for that.
Monday at 9. I'll be right here. All right. Fun in the 419. Nobody better than Guy in the 419 to let us know what's happening this weekend.
Oh, well, it's a good thing it's so cold this weekend, because if it were warm like it was a couple years ago, you wouldn't have a very successful Winterfest in downtown Perrysburg.
No, you wouldn't.
No. So fortunately, we're going to let the cold go with this one. That's okay, because that's a great time down there. You don't want to miss it. Ice carvings. My boy Ryan Roth is going to be down there carving up some really, really spectacular pieces. There's fun for the kids, fun for the adults in the evening. It's just a great time for everybody. We've also got 2 runs tomorrow. I'm going to do both.
What?
I'm actually going to go out and do both these runs. I'm going to do the Sylvania Prevention Alliance run. The hot cocoa run.
Hot cocoa run. I love that.
The hot cocoa run out on that's gonna be at 9 a.m. out at Olander Park, and then we've got the Quenched and Tempered. This is the Ohio Brewery Running Series. Andrew was in here last week to talk about that. It got pushed back due to weather, so we're having it tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Quenched and Tempered on Jackson Street in downtown Toledo.
Nice. That is good. All right. Working on stories here for your country music news. What do you got going on?
Keith Urban's house got broken into in Los Angeles. We'll tell you about that. Reba McEntire got some good news this week. We'll tell you about another artist had to postpone a show due to illness. And Pam Tillis can't tell Tucker Wetmore from Riley Green.
Yeah.
All
right. We'll do all that and more coming up here with your country music news. It's Lynn and Marco on a Feel Good Friday here on Toledo's K100.
There we go. Yeah, I knew it. I woke up this morning just feeling. I feel like I'm carrying around tons of water right now.
Well, like you said, man, we have 2 whole months.
Right.
To get it going.
I'm not worried. I'm just staying the course, though.
Stay the course, because this is where they get upset, and then all of a sudden it stops, and that's that's how I So I'm not.
So 2 things that I need to do. One is I need to drink more water. When you drink more water, your body releases more water. Instead of if you don't drink water, your body holds on to it thinking it's going into shot. It has to hold on to it. So if you constantly have a flow of water going on, it's going to freely flow. You won't be as bloated.
Right.
So that's the first thing. The second thing I need to do is I need to add in more fiber. I got to add in more fruits and vegetables to my diet. And the third thing that I'm doing, I got to start running more. I got to get more of the running in. By the way, speaking of nutrition, here you go.
Oh,
that's the
magic
quote
bread.
Unquote magic bread.
All right. I've been wanting it.
But so as you can see on there, here, let me see it real quick, because that's we've got now Lynn's all worried about the carbs.
Oh, the carbs. She hates
the carbs. The carbs and the calories. Okay. So you would look at this, you go, oh my gosh, 1 slice of bread has 110 calories.
Oh my God.
So that's 220 calories. Ooh. But you have 2 slices. I'll use this bread and make a tuna fish sandwich with, right?
Right.
So with that 220 calories also comes 10 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, only 5 grams of fat. So it's not just the calories you have to look at. You also have to look at what else are you getting from it, because you're going to get a certain amount of calories from fat, and you're going to get a certain amount of calories from carbs and a certain amount of calories from protein.
Right.
So you have to, if it weighs out like that, that's okay. That's an acceptable 220 calories to take in, because you're taking in that much protein and that much fiber.
Right.
And you are doing things the right way, because you're talking about doing the very healthy approach, not just the fastest way to lose weight.
Right.
So you're
sustainable.
Yeah, exactly.
This bad boy right here. These have been my lifesaver or my doom, but it's just a tortilla with eggs in it.
Well, that sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, it's
A little hot sauce.
oh yeah. Good morning, Melissa Meyer. Good morning, Roy Goodwin.
Post Malone, Blake Shelton, K100. We are Lynn and Marco. Friday Facebook Live happening right now. Go to Facebook, join us, join the conversation. It's super fun there. Cloudy today, snow flurries possible early. 30 going to be the high. Partly cloudy tonight, very cold, low down to 15.
Right now, 25 at Toledo's K100. Your weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers in 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Traffic looks as though it continues to be in fine shape. There's no accidents reported, no slowdowns. If you know of anything, get a hold of us at 419-240-1000. You can do it by phone or text.
All right, let's figure out what's going on in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, two of Nashville's biggest stars, excuse me, Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman, their house was burglarized, but not their home in Nashville. They've got a home in Los Angeles that they share, and that one was reportedly targeted by burglars on Valentine's Day. Police were alerted to the incident. It was about an 8 p.m. event, and they say unclear how many burglars were involved or exactly what was taken, but police did say they allegedly smashed a glass door window to break in before ransacking the home and fleeing. So apparently there was damage done and there were things taken. Fortunately, Nicole and Keith were not home at the time. A member of their household staff entered the home about the time of the burglar, which did scare the intruders off, caused them to run off. So it could have been worse in what they took and how much damage was done. So not clear if police have arrested any suspects related to the case, but an investigation is underway.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Time of year where something is always going around, as we all well know. On any given day, your class or your workplace down for a few bodies as people call in sick. And most time country stars are trying to power through it. But we've got another artist who just couldn't do it. Very recently, Kelsey Ballerini had to call a show. Parker McCollum called a few. Zach Top finished a show the other night. So apologetic, he refunded everybody's money. Now Scotty McCreery had to bow out of a performance last night and tonight, with people posting on social media. Unfortunately, the show at Ruth Eckerd Hall in Clearwater and Pompano Beach tomorrow being postponed due to Scotty being ill. They added that they were working diligently to reschedule the missed shows. Good news for Reba McEntire and the cast of her newest sitcom, NBC's Happy Place. The show has been picked up for a second season. And I guess if you haven't seen it yet, it's doing quite well. Plot revolving around comings and going of his staff at a Knoxville, Tennessee restaurant called Happy's Place, and co-starring with her Melissa Peterman and her boyfriend Rex Lynn.
Yeah, she was talking about
Tears of joy. We got picked up for our second season. Just told us right before we're going to go on to do the last show of the first season. What a gift. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Woo! Okay, let's do a show. Let's do a show. We can't wait to get back in this kitchen for season 2, Happy's Place.
And it sure sounds like they are having a great time with that show. So that's very exciting. Very cool.
Yeah.
So Blake Shelton got money opportunity to hunt and fish as much as he likes, but apparently a few goals that he has yet to achieve with a rod and reel or a gun. Did a new interview with Hook and Barrel, and he said he's never caught a shark, and that would be cool. That's water. What about on land? And he said on his bucket list, a mountain goat.
Catch a mountain goat?
No.
Or shoot a mountain goat?
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that you hunted mountain goats.
Yeah, well, they're way up there in the mountains. So
yeah, and we wrap up your report today with a really embarrassing moment, I think, for Pam Tillis.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, on stage at the Grand Ole Opry event, and she's next to Tucker Wetmore, going on and on about what a great talent he is and how long he's been at it. Big problem was she thought he was Riley Green.
Yeah, check this out.
The new video. You know, he's been at it for a long time. Everybody up here, they probably started young as kids, I'm sure, and you've been paying your dues for a good long while from your home state of Alabama, right?
No, I'm from Washington.
Like I said, you're from Washington.
Yes, ma'am.
He stepped into the big time, y'all. He's a headliner. Give it up. Come on now. Mr. Riley Green, everybody.
My name is Tucker Whitmore.
Where's Riley?
I wish I was that. Just reuse that.
Where's Riley?
Where's Riley? From Washington.
That's right.
Well, I haven't seen your video
He has a way better mustache than I do.
My Lord, how embarrassing is that? Now, I've been hearing a lot about Tucker Wetmore. I've been listening to his song, his voice. His new one coming out, 3, 2, 1. It sounds really great, but I think, have I really seen a picture of Tucker Wetmore? Is he tall? Is he handsome? Does he look like Riley Green?
He looks like Riley Green, and he sounds like Morgan Wallen.
He's tall. He's mustached. He's dimpled. So I got to give Pam Tillis that.
I will say this too. You and I have been on stage hundreds of times introducing acts. And the last thing I do when I walk out is, because you might think it's easy to know who's doing what, but sometimes these bands are new or whatever. And you're like, is it I-65 or the interstate? It's
I know. And I still feel bad. Lacey K. Booth. I messed up her name again now on air. And when I introed her stage at Christmas in Ida, it does happen. But Pam, she really handled it with grace. And boy, Tucker Wetmore really handled it with grace. So he's got a new fan in me. But the last thing that Pam said as she was leaving the stage, I told my management I needed my glasses. That's your country music news update. If you want anything more on these artists or stories, check out our Facebook page as well as the website, K100country.com. And Mookie messed me up because he kept telling me, I go, what's her name? Lacey K. Booth. Lacey K. Booth. And he'd go, K. Lacey. And then he'd go, Gracie. And then he kept trying to make me mess up. And you're so funny. And I went out and I said nothing even close to her real name. I was so embarrassed.
He got to.
He did.
My son did that to me. I don't think he did it intentionally, but I was talking at a thing at the Sylvania Chamber about social media. This was last year. And my wife goes, so what are you going to talk about? And I was like, well, I don't know. And my son goes, you should talk about if a fly didn't have wings, would it still be called a fly? And I was like, no, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about social media. So I get up there and I'm asked a question. And the only thing that came to mind was, and I went blank. And it's like, I
don't know about that, but let me ask you this question.
So what I did was I had to get it out of my head. And so I told everybody on stage, I said, okay, I'm really sorry, but my son got into my head this morning and I told him exactly what he said and everybody started laughing. And then once I got it out there, then it was gone and I was able to continue. But it was like, my God, in that moment, and you're like, so yeah, I don't blame you at all, Lynn. You get up, you're hearing all these names and all of a sudden you're like, especially, I mean, what was the name again?
Lacey K. Booth.
Lacey K. Booth. That's not a name. Why would you have a name like that?
Lay?
I think maybe that's what I said, something like that.
Now if she said Casey Lay, that would be an acceptable name. Like if you're in Lacey K. Booth, that's a whole lot of words to try to. Yeah. And for some reason, the letters.
And you have a second hit song, and I'll remember it. But
yeah.
Is it Lacey K. Booth? Like Booth is her last name?
Correct.
Why is Lacey Booth?
Yeah.
Lacey. I thought it was like K. Booth was all one word.
No.
Lacey
like
Booth.
Jim Bob, I guess. I mean,
Lacey
some
K.
people use their both names.
I don't know. I don't get it. Lacey K. Booth. Lacey K.
But yeah, she came up and told everybody her real name. So.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
That happens. You know what else is fun? The YMCA.
It is.
I've been told that it's where you can go to have a good time.
Well, yeah.
We had a good time there. Check this out.
Hey, what's up? It's Lynn and Marco and Pat McCarty, guy in the 419. And of course, we're at the YMCA, Lynn. We're doing our weight loss challenge, and this is a great place to get in shape.
The Francis Family YMCA up on Dean Road in
Temperance.
I love this one. They're celebrating 20 years already. It's so state of the art. It's so clean. It's so new. It's kind of hard to believe it's been here 20 years.
I love this, especially if you have kids. This is the place to come. They've got slides, they've got rock climbing walls, and they have probably one of the best pools that the YMCA can offer. Not only do they have a pool for laps, but also a great kids.
We have a splash pad area. It is absolutely amazing.
And I see you guys drag me out here because of the pickleball court.
Avery's over there. He's doing lessons now, and he's offered to show us how.
We want to do some weightlifting, right? Which way to the workout facility? That way. Some people go that way.
Do it.
I got you.
You
There
can
go.
do it.
You got you. Yeah. Oh, come on, Pat. You got it.
Oh.
Whoo, Max. Yes. Max.
One of 2 pool areas here at the Francis Family YMCA. You are loving this.
Yeah.
You are picturing your son. Right
Oh
over here.
boy, Leslie will be having a ball in here with the pool for families. They have a lap pool over there, so two different pools. But this is a great place to work out and really do everything you need to do in your health.
Love it. I just think, how much fun it would be to spend a cold winter day right up here in this pool with your kids.
It's like more than 80-degree temperature in that water.
Oh, it's
right
perfect.
here.
Well,
Should
then
we
why don't
throw
we
you
find
in?
out?
No!
Nobody cares what you did 20 years
Right.
ago. The other thing is don't write out paragraphs. Write out the key words that they're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's what's just to get you to the interview.
Mhm.
Then you can verbally express everything.
Yeah.
We're talking about resume building. I had the pleasure of talking with a guy who builds resumes. And that video is going to be coming out this weekend. And yeah, it's just some really, really interesting things. If you're building a resume, first of all, you might want to consult this guy. His name is Tom Naylor. And he had some really great insight. The point of the resume is not a book. It shouldn't be any more than 1 page.
Right.
That's it. Keywords only. Don't write things out. Don't put any work experience that was 20 years ago. Nobody cares about 20 years ago. Just put the essential things because nobody's sitting there reading resumes. They're looking for keywords.
And it's really different now, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
in the way how we've gotten used to gathering information, and I think you do want only keywords, and boom, boom, boom. Am I going to be interested in this or not?
Yeah.
And you're ready to cast it aside if it gets too lengthy.
So you want to have those specific words that's going to be eye-catching for people to see. There you go. Margarita Garcia.
Margarita.
So we didn't talk to you after that. Well, and not even the most recent plane crash, but that one in Toronto.
Oh my
where it
God.
landed upside down.
Oh
Wasn't
my
it
God.
crazy to see the footage of that?
It's terrifying. I mean,
I guess the airline is offering everybody who was on that thing $30,000 in compensation, just as a kind of a goodwill gesture. I think everybody's okay, and I don't know if it's. And to me, I thought, oh well, that's nice that they would do that without having to do it. But is it to ward off any potential lawsuits? I don't know.
I'd still, you know what? Yeah, I bet the 30,000 comes with a
A waiver.
sign here.
Maybe.
No strings attached. It says,
Sign. What's that?
it says no strings attached.
Really? So they can still sue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
See,
I'm
I
flying on Monday, and I got to tell you, I don't want to be more nervous than
I-
I've ever
oh
been, but
my
I am a little
God.
bit.
blame you.
So between airplanes, buses, and trains, what is the least lethal mode of transportation per mile?
Well, for a while, trains were going everywhere. Remember all those train wrecks?
Right.
Yeah. But they weren't passenger trains, were they?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, hold that thought.
I'll have the answer for you in just a minute.
That is Co Wetzel and High Road here on K100. Lynn and Marco, thanks for hanging with us. We do appreciate you being here. We were talking earlier here on Friday Facebook Live about the plane that flipped over in Toronto.
Yeah.
And you were saying that now they're offering each and every passenger $30,000 just as a little.
Just as kind of as a goodwill gesture to say they are so sorry about, the fear that was caused, about, all of it. They're just.
What I think is weird is they still haven't said who was flying it. They've been very mum on exactly what happened. And this was like, there's everybody survived. So there's lots of witnesses. And maybe that's why it's taken so long. But I just think it's weird. There's no information on any of the pilots. They want to know who, what did they think caused it? And there's so much information. You think they would be right out with it, but that's really weird.
They do. I mean, all I know is that they suggested that it was certainly weather related. But they do say this is a no strings attached goodwill gesture that they're putting forward. So I guess they want you to continue to fly. They want you to continue to fly Delta.
So, if you guys were on the plane and you got your $30,000, would you?
I'd say, man, I got a great story to tell, and I got $30,000.
So
yes,
you wouldn't. So I'm saying, would you sue that after that, or
no?
That would you get?
No,
yeah,
I think I think accidents happen, especially something that's weather related. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about it, but
Pat would sue.
I would wait to find out what the circumstances were that led to the crash. Was it truly just an accident and it was weather related, or was the pilot incompetent? And if the pilot was incompetent, then I would sue.
Well, if he was drunk or something, that might
or just incompetent. Maybe it was a pilot that doesn't have enough.
How do you judge if he's incompetent?
Do they? How many flying miles do they have?
Well, here's something funny right off the bat. You keep saying he. This is operated. This plane is operated by forget the actual name, but they're known and actually they're all over TikTok for having all female cockpit and crew. There's no men, no one other. That's this particular airline.
Well, then it was a weather situation.
So you're telling me it was a female driver? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying this. That's the weird thing. They haven't said who yet, but they said that whoever's operating. I can look it up. It's online, but they're notorious for having all female.
I don't think that
pilot, co-pilot.
I don't believe that gender has anything to do with whether it was.
No, I'm just saying it's funny because you think it's
right. We keep
but
saying he.
You think they're trying to conceal it, that it was female?
I think it's weird that they haven't announced it yet. And I'm not saying one way or another. I'm just, going on with you can go to their social media page and that's what they tout. They tout it all, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but I just, you haven't really heard anything coming out of it. So that is weird to me.
And you're right. Because I think there's certainly many more male pilots out there than female, but I think that's a temporary thing.
Sure.
Given all the students I see
think,
over
though,
at
my concern would be, is there a bar that was set and have they lowered that bar?
Right.
That's when I say incompetence, like you have to be a pilot, you have to be able to think on your feet. Think of what was his name? Sully, right? When he landed in the Hudson,
right.
Man, he had to think on his feet because and if you don't have that level of competence, I don't want you flying my plane. I don't care who you are.
Right.
If you can't handle it, I don't want you flying my
that's
plane.
That's a hard thing to judge.
They go out.
Yeah, they feel like they had it for years.
I'm sure.
And then something's been happening lately.
I'm sure they're gonna figure it all out. It just is weird that we haven't heard yet. But there you go. So there. But $30,000. That's a good little paycheck for that for sure. So K100. Good morning.
Yeah. No, I don't think that being a woman or a man makes.
Oh no, but I
difference.
just think incompetence is a difficult thing to judge. Impaired is an easy thing to.
Impaired, yes, but
what he's saying is, and I always use this analogy for, and again, I didn't really get into it because we don't want to get political.
Yeah.
It's DEI hiring and affirmative action. I actually use, that is what I actually use in my example. I was like, I don't care. If you're on a plane and somebody's flying it, do you want the absolute best person I don't care if it's a little person that's Asian. If they're the best person to fly the plane,
right.
That's who I want to fly the plane.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody that scored a 60 and is a girl or is a guy, even an 80-year-old white male. If you gave him the job and he scored a 60 and there's competent, let's say African-American pilots that scored 99, I don't want that. I want whoever scored the highest.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like it's on merit based. That's all
exactly right.
The way it should be. And so that's why DEI, it doesn't work in some situations, and that is one of them. Like, you know, you can't, like you're saying, lower the bar and take people, and that's what, you know, that's what they do, because that's what they, you know, same thing with the military. They're like, oh, well, so-and-so Pete X doesn't want women in the military. No, he doesn't say he doesn't want women in the military. He doesn't want, because women can't become SEALs because they can't do the same training as a man.
You have to be able to do the same. If there's a woman that can do that,
all in.
Great.
You're number
one. If you could do it, fantastic.
The first female, you'd be so decorated. But we're not going to bring everything
bring
down,
it down
so that somebody else can get in.
Exactly right.
That is actually putting people at risk.
Exactly right.
So
exactly right.
That's the problem.
So I'm hoping that, like I said, if it turns out that it was just an accident because of the runway was icy or whatever.
Well, did you see the second? There's a second video.
Well, I saw the one that looked like somebody sitting in their car or something.
Well, that was the pilot, a pilot in a plane. That's another pilot that was waiting to go out that saw.
Oh, okay.
Because the nose, normally your nose is up, your wheels are going to touch down, and he noticed it was like they were coming in hot. It was a bad landing.
Yeah,
it was a bad landing.
So
that's just what it is.
I thought basically planes land themselves. Don't they have isn't it all pretty much on computers now? It's all they basically, that's what I've been told is they basically fly themselves.
Yeah, like that, right there. He's in a plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so he called the tower. Hey, you gotta. So that's another pilot. But that's insane.
No, it is terrifying, and I already don't like to fly. But that's that. Okay, so that question that I asked between train, plane, and airplane.
So hold on. So the plane that crashed to Toronto was the Delta flight operated by Endeavor Air. And Endeavor Air, this is on their TikTok channel. So this is they put this out. So their whole thing is a diverse, all-female cockpit, pilot, co-pilot, women, which is fine.
Okay, as long as they are, as long as they have the experience and they are qualified.
Never mind.
What's that?
Supposed to do a live spot that break.
When are we doing the live spot?
We're not. It breaks over.
Which live spot was it?
Oh man, look at this time. I didn't switch it over. Man, we're just missing everything right now.
What live spot was it?
Thank you to Keith Klunch. Insurance Solutions by Design. I got something really exciting to announce right after we come back here. Here we go.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, living in Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. People in Marco, the guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
It's no secret you have to get your oil changed, right? Especially as it's getting into these colder months. What's going to happen is all the dirt and the grime that builds up in your oil, it's going to put a lot of stress on that engine when it has to do a cold start as the weather here is getting colder. So you want to make sure if you haven't gotten your oil changed recently, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's going to prolong the life of the car. Again, as we're getting into the cold months, you have to get your oil changed. Now, where do you go? That's up to you. Here's where I go. I go to Costa Oil. Why? Because I trust a man by the name of Keith Kalanch, who owns this company as well as several others. He's a good guy. I trust him. I trust his employees. You go where you'd like. This is where I go. But get your oil changed. Something else that's really cool, as Mark was filling up the tires, he noticed that the front tires were kind of worn down. The back tires look brand new. So another feature they offer is tire rotation. Make sure you get that taken care of as well.
Or just
I don't
eyeball
know
it.
how my cards
Or
are.
just eyeball it.
It's that bun maker back there, so it's not like you're. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back. Thank you to our sponsor, Costa Oil, 10-minute oil change. Actually, if you are a Patreon subscriber to Guy in the 419, you can actually go get a oil change for only $29. What? How about that? But you got to be a Patreon subscriber. Or just wait till next week for the Cumulus Cares deal of the week.
A little insight.
Lots coming up. We got some guests coming in the 7 o'clock hour. Yes.
We do. 7:40 this morning. We're going to have Art from Toledo Door and Window. They're going to be at the Pro Home and Garden Show this weekend. So we'll hear about them as a company and what they've got going on at their booth, I think.
All right. That sounds good. I want to know. Oh.
Dina Carter, by request this morning on Toledo's Country Music Station, K100 on air, online, and on your phone. Lynn and Marco, sponsored by A1 Heating and Home Improvement, where quality meets affordability. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a Feel Good Friday Facebook Live. We got some feel good stories coming up here at 7:20 to get your whole weekend kicked off the right way.
A few minutes past 7 and time for your latest look at news.
Cut if voters turn down a levy in May. The superintendent tells 13 Action News the district would have to make $2.6 million worth of cuts should this request fail. The school board this week approved a reductions list, which includes some to staff, transportation, and extracurriculars. Meanwhile, a trip to Toledo is in the works for the new FBI director. U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno confirming to 13 Action News that he's planning a, quote, special trip to Toledo with FBI Chief Kash Patel. The Senate just narrowly voted to confirm him to lead the agency, with Moreno presiding over the Senate during his confirmation vote. And the Perrysburg Winterfest returns today and will run through tomorrow night. Organizers say there is something for the kiddos and adults with music, dancing, ice carving demos, and a s'mores party, just to name a few. It's the 15th annual celebration happening on Louisiana Avenue and East 2nd Street. Now you're up to the minute. I'm Claire Mitchell with
K100 weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center.
Jim White Toyota Weather Center.
Great offers on new 2025 right car, right price, right now. Here's 13 ABC's Derek Witt. Derek Witt.
A brief flurry possible today, otherwise partly to mostly cloudy with highs around 30. Friday night, skies will clear out. It'll be very cold with lows in the teens, wind chills in the single digits. Saturday, the sunshine comes out, but it'll still be chilly and a bit breezy with highs in the low 30s. From the 13 Action News First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist
Current temp is
Derek
25
Witt.
here at Toledo's K100. Couple situations on the roads to be aware of. Accident on North Detroit Avenue has got the road closed north and southbound between Central and Highland Avenue. I know. You also have an accident on US 24 eastbound after Berkey Southern Road. Police at the scene are working to get that taken care of. And US 6 eastbound between Highway 424 and 110. Closure there due to an accident. Call, text if there's anything else, 419-240-1000. That line, a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
All right. Now you can tell us what you were saying. Oh, Amy Garcia's with us.
I don't know what I was saying. Amy Garcia. Well, the one thing I would say was we're talking about the plane trips, you know. So plane, bus, or train, what is the least lethal by U.S. travel?
Oh, it's always planes because more people fly on planes.
Least lethal, meaning planes is like number one. So basically,
But it's the safest form.
It's
If you're going to go down, it's less
statistically it's the safest way to travel. But I'm saying lethal as in if there's a crash.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what people.
I guess I would say least would be automobile.
Well, between the three, bus, train, or plane, it is bus. Yeah, that's the least The least, yeah. So of all
If
accidents,
something hits a bus, that the problem's going to be on whoever hit it.
right? Yeah,
Unless it's a
exactly.
train.
Those things are built well.
Right.
But the oh man, people always say, well, statistically, you're more likely to die in a car crash than a plane.
Because of most.
You're more like it's like okay, but
Might be in a car crash.
statistically,
Yeah.
I'm more likely to walk away
Mhm.
from a car crash
Correct.
than a plane crash.
Right. That's how you word that. Here's the funny thing though, like they don't. I mean, obviously, there was another one yesterday in Arizona. Two small planes collided. And so there's been like 15 now. And so my first thought is, okay, is this normal and they're just covering all of these plane crashes because they're all in the news, or is something going on?
Right.
Because it could be either one of those things. Like maybe this happens all the time. They just never reported it before. With a
But
smaller
now it's
one,
like human interest. People
Right.
are intrigued and want to know more. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the one in DC is going to
Bandwagon-ish.
be that's huge.
That one's big. The one in Toronto, that's big.
The Philadelphia one after
The
second day
Philadelphia
was
one,
big.
5 days after the
Right. But then these other ones are like everyone, so I don't know. Is it just now they're covering, wherever's a plane crash, cover it. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could look that up statistically.
why and I guess the question is if so it's either one of two things. Either yes, there are more crashes happening right now, which you got to ask yourself why. Right. Or now they're just reporting on it more.
Right.
Which again you have to ask yourself why.
Well, because now it's in everybody's.
It's sensationalized and
Right.
people want to. I always get my tinfoil hat out and like, why are they reporting on it now? What would be the result?
Listen, you say tinfoil hat anytime. Once after 2019, I think you have to ask yourself. Anytime anything happens now, I ask myself, well, who does this benefit?
Exactly
who
right.
Does this hurt? What
Right.
happens? What's going to happen with this news? Why are you have to say those things. I
Right.
wouldn't even say it's tinfoil hat. I just think that's being, you really, it used to be you could watch the news, be like, yeah, that's crazy. That guy murdered that CEO. But now it's
Right.
like,
But I think, anything that attracts viewers or comments, it's like you want another story because that one attracted so many. Let's find another story like that because
right.
people
Well,
like.
if it
keep
bleeds,
reading
it
about
leads. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
that's,
Right. And so, but it does that. So that's okay. That's how you're making advertisers money and stuff like that. And you're okay. They put out these things because it's sensationalized and people will make money from it. I feel like that's only one part of it. The other part is that somebody saw that and goes, okay, so that's getting a lot of viewers. We can use that to not only make money, but we can also use that to sway public perception.
Oh yeah, pushing.
We can use to
agenda.
to get people to do. So what would it be? What would it be?
Well, if you're going to do a creative thinking about it, whatever. I mean, obviously even Lynn said she's flying and now she's a little bit scared. So that's going to hurt the flying industry for sure.
Right.
So what does that do? Well,
But it's definitely going to boost. I think it would boost either.
Buying insurance before you fly.
Well, maybe. But how about train travel?
Oh.
I mean, aren't they just starting? Didn't they just open up a new train that goes from here down to Miami, Florida?
They did.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. Toledo to Florida, sure. It takes you 3 days to get there, but
It takes you longer to get there, but chances. I mean, you're looking at I might actually make it there though. So that's it's just something to think about. Just something to think about. Who's going to benefit?
I think the average American should do just that. You see something, I think you should pause and you should say, why am I seeing this?
Right.
What is the benefit? Why, obviously it could just be news. It used to just be that way. It's
Right.
not that way anymore.
Right.
I don't think.
How long do we have before we go back on?
It's 31 minutes.
31 minutes?
he is lying. 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 minutes?
6 minutes.
Remember when we went to Poco Loco, Marco?
Huh.
I went back there for Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, how was
It's
it?
delicious. It was really good. Did not see Cynthia, but took my wife there. My wife, I think, might have been a little disappointed.
Did you do the fajitas?
I did.
Yeah.
Of course I did.
How
My
was
wife,
she disappointed?
she wasn't disappointed in the food.
Oh.
I think she wanted to maybe go somewhere more romantic.
Oh yeah.
I
could see that.
As nice as Poco Loco
See,
is.
now this it goes right into the thing that I kind of covered with Lynn a little bit about being single, because you, out of the kindness of your heart for your wife, decided to go out and you spent money and you went to a place you could still do everything right and still have a problem when you're in a relationship. And that is what I do not miss about being in a relationship.
Well, here we were, Poco Loco.
I'm gonna drink this on my own before I take it back to Lynn and Marco. Oh yeah. Smoky margarita. You know, just to be on the safe side, I don't think Lynn and Marco would like the smoky margarita either, so I better just drink this one on my own too. Oh, that's a mean rim. This might be my new favorite thing. I could eat this all day.
Well, the smell test is a 10. Oh, wow.
So that's just a lot of flavor. And that's what she was saying. That's what Cynthia was saying about the difference between Mexican food and Cuban food. Mexican food has the spice. Cuban food has the flavor.
Right. That's so good.
Well, this is twice. So you and I are eating great food. Lynn's nowhere to be seen.
This is so good. I think secretly she doesn't want to gain any weight. So she's avoiding it. I would never order this on my own. It's one of the best fajitas I've ever had in my life.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. You know, sometimes you go to a place and you'll order fajitas, and it's maybe half of that amount of meat, and the rest is like peppers and onions.
Right.
Like it's overflowing with peppers and onions. I'm not a huge green pepper fan, so like whenever I get fajitas, I always like pick out the green peppers, and it ends up being like half the dish is gone.
Right. I mean, this is almost entirely meat.
Yeah, this fajita, I honestly, I agree with you. I think it's the best fajita I've ever had.
Yeah.
I can honestly say it's the best fajita I've ever had.
100%.
There we go. Great stuff over at Poco Loco.
Trent
Love
said,
it.
"Is that a soft shell Marco is eating?"
It is, but they
It was
did
a
have hard
burrito.
shells there.
Well, it's a fajita. Yeah, it was a fajita.
I got there at 4:00. I even asked for a smoky margarita, and the guy said he didn't even know what that was.
What?
That's crazy. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the food.
That
Yeah.
was not a soft shell taco that was a fajita.
Correct.
So I eat a fajita just like a regular fajita.
Like a regular fajita.
I did have a hard shell taco though.
Right.
That was also good.
So here's the golf show is tomorrow. You're going to be there. I completely forgot. So AJ, if you're still watching right now, I said that I was going to meet AJ at the golf show.
Nice.
I said let's go in the morning, completely forgetting that I've got these 2 races in the morning. These 2
You're
runs
gonna
in the
be a
morning.
little tired.
So I think I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do like in the afternoon. I'll probably catch you there at the towards the end of yours.
What time is the race?
So the one in Sylvania is at 9 and the one in downtown Toledo is at 11. So it's not really a race. It's a run. So I'm going to do 3 miles, but I'm not going to run. I can't run 3 miles right now, but what I can do is I can run 2 minutes, walk 3 minutes, run 2 minutes, walk 3 minutes. And I can do that for 3 miles.
Sure.
And then I'll do that and I'll have my hot chocolate and then I'll go to downtown Toledo and do the exact same thing. So I'll have 6 miles in tomorrow. That'll be
great.
That'll be fun.
Good for you.
Yeah. Kidding me?
Now, Marco, have you been going to the YMCA? Have you been going to work out regularly?
Working out regularly, yeah.
Good for you. Lifting the weights, pumping that iron.
Lifting weights.
Have you taken any of the classes yet?
Not yet.
That's what I want to do.
That's what we should do.
Yes.
So why haven't you?
Just a schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, just a matter of schedule. Things have been very busy here. I've had so many family members and people sick, trying to get everybody recovered, trying not to get other people sick, babysitting. It's been a really rugged few weeks battling with health.
Sure.
No, but I'm got my antibiotics taken and I got my steroids taken. So I'm feeling good. But now I'm flying next week and I'm going to be out of town next week helping out a friend down in Charlotte. So be another week before I really get serious, I guess. It's always something, right?
Well, I mean, listen, your numbers speak for themselves, though. You're doing obviously
Those
a fantastic
secret
job.
numbers are amazing.
Just doing great work.
It's
So you
weird
got
how
nothing
it's
to
just
worry about.
Up and down and up and down and just the same. We're just the same as it was when we started, which is a number that only Lynn knows.
I love that. I'm actually, we're going to leave that up there because that definitely, look at this. I'm right here. Boom. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the water weight. And that's what a lot of people, anybody on a diet, once they eliminate certain things from their diet, they're going to drop some significant weight. And then you're going to see things like this. Down again, up again, way up. That was crazy.
Hold that thought.
Crazy.
K100 with Lynn and Marco. Thanks for chilling with us. It's Feel Good Friday Facebook Live here as well. Loving that.
You know what we haven't done yet? We haven't given a key word to get people qualified for that Jason Aldean concert flyaway.
Oh, I love that. All right,
We
well,
definitely need to do that because I know a lot of people are antsy. This is an amazing trip. I mean, we give away concert flyaway after concert flyaway, but the ones where you actually have opportunity for a Q&A and an acoustic session and meeting and greeting with the artists, these are incredible. And that's what you're going to get with this Jason Aldean flyaway if you should win it. He's headed out on the Full Throttle Tour. Nate Smith, Ray Lynn are going to be joining him. And you could be at the U.S. tour stop of your choice. Scoring the trip with flight, hotel, couple of pit tickets, and all of the other things I mentioned is as easy as texting national keywords when you hear them.
absolutely. And today's no different.
It is not. First to 4 happening here and now. If you text the word tour, TOUR to 95819, your first shot at getting entered today for that trip. And every time you text, you are entered again.
Got to do it. Tour 95819. Today, cloudy, snow flurries possible. High going to be 30. Partly cloudy tonight, low down to 15 for the golf show and the running and everything tomorrow. Mostly sunny, breezy, though, 31 the high.
25 now at Toledo's K100. Your weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. A few accidents to be aware of. North Detroit Avenue North and southbound is closed between 120 Central Avenue and Highland Avenue, so be aware of that. You also have a US 24 eastbound, an incident there at Berkey Southern Road. And that's got the left lane of traffic blocked right there. And in Henry County, US 6 eastbound, another trouble spot this morning between 424 and Highway 110. You do have a road closure due to an accident there. Call us or text us if there's anything else, 419-240-1000.
All right.
The small group class session that does when you start going, I'm going to tell you the benefit of it. When you start going and you start making friends with people, you go at the same time consistently every time. You start going at the same time as other people. They start depending on you to be there. And if you're not there, it's like, well, wait, where were you?
So when you start going, is that back row really full where everybody just wants to watch the people in front of them?
It might be.
Okay.
Might
That's where I'm seeing myself right
You're in
here
the
and
back
now.
row.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to pick that next most awkward person in the group and become friends with them.
My recommendation to people would be go there and stay consistent at the same time and actually talk to people. Talk to people, get to know them, because what will happen is as you do that, you will start to they'll start to expect you to be there. And when you're expected to be there, you're more likely to show up.
Another, a reason to feel accountable.
Right.
Yeah.
That accountability.
That makes sense.
All right.
Anyone going to be at the golf show today?
Today?
No.
I don't know if anybody's going today, are they?
Is the golf show even today or does it start tomorrow?
I think it starts today.
21st through the 23rd. That and the Pro Home and Garden Show both are running all 3 days.
Okay.
We're going to go to the Pro Home and Garden Show today, so we're going to be there on the opening.
I'll be there at opening. Or are you going to be there at 3?
I don't know because we're going to do lunch first, so I'm not sure.
So yeah, because I think it starts at 3:00, right?
Yes.
Where are you doing
3 to
lunch?
8. I don't know. We haven't decided. We want to go someplace we haven't gone in downtown Toledo.
Good luck. You've been everywhere.
Seems like there's a few places. Yeah. So, but you know how you find a place like a Poco Loco and it's like,
Right.
that was so good. I'm going back.
Oh, you should go to that place we went to?
Yeah, Poco Loco.
No, the one down.
Oh, Migos.
Migos.
Yeah.
Migos. Have you been? You haven't been to Migos?
No, have not.
Dude, what do you?
I
Play the
mean,
video.
where? Yeah, let's here. Check it out. That was, Lynn saw that video. She was so excited. She just left to go to Migos. She doesn't realize they're not open yet.
Yeah.
But she just ran out of here. She was like, I've got to go get this food right now.
She'll realize that in a minute.
What would you class? I mean, that's not like street food. That's not Mexican street food at all. I was trying to describe it to her, and it's it's not your traditional Mexican. I'd say Poco Loco was more traditional Mexican,
right?
With a flair of Cuban,
right?
With a Cuban flair.
Yeah, this is I would say like Mexican fusion.
Yeah. Really, really good. Both places are great. So
Trenton says the golf show opens at 3 today. Maybe we should go.
well, I'm gonna already be at the pro show
Yeah,
today.
but wouldn't you rather go to the golf show?
I'd rather go to both.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna go there with
For a 740 guest.
all right. Spring is in the air.
Is it?
So we were talking about the hours. Today's our 3 to 8. Golf.
Well, we saw a robin yesterday. That's
What?
yeah.
In your yard?
No, it was right near Wildwood.
Really?
Yeah. Which I thought my daughter goes,
That robin had to have rabies.
my daughter goes, oh, there's a robin. I'm like, there's no robin. She's like, I'm looking at it right now, and look, and I'm like,
You look very cold.
Yeah.
well,
She
that's
was
what I'm
like,
wondering. I'm
"What
like,
the hell
are
is
Robin
going
supposed
on?"
to kind of be like the ultimate weatherman? Like they know that's something that the heat's coming,
It's not.
the warmness is coming. I mean, maybe not this weekend, but
Yeah, that's too early for Robin. I'm worried about him actually.
right. I mean, usually it's not for another month that you're supposed to start seeing those things.
Yeah.
At least a month. One month from now, 1 month from today is the first day of spring, though. So
Well, not really.
it is the official first day of spring.
Yes,
But it's not doesn't mean it's going to feel like spring.
I have a feeling we're going to be stuck. I think we're going to get a winter storm in March.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like
This is
big.
just- this is
So
just
I
cooking up
remember back in where were you in 2008?
Probably Milwaukee.
Okay. So you would have experienced this too then. So in 2008, March had 5 Saturdays. It was one of those where it worked out. There were 5 Saturdays in March. The first Saturday of March, we had like 2 feet of snow here. And it lasted, and then it melted away. 2 weeks later, the third weekend of March, snow, 2 feet again.
Oh my God.
And then it melted and it went away. And then the 5th, 2 feet of snow again. It was like, this is insane. Like, what is happening? Just over and over and over again.
I apologize. My throat, I'm out of throat drops and it's getting gunked up. It sounded worse. So I'm going to try some ginger tea.
All right.
Hmm?
The Robin had dementia. Probably. Probably.
Something was wrong with that, Robin.
Something was wrong. That's too early.
All right. How long do we before we go back on?
1 minute.
1 minute to go. What's the song that we're looking for?
Are we looking for a song?
Did we looking for a song or a keyword or something?
Keyword we just relayed for Jason Aldean.
Hmm.
Tour, Tour.
Ah. To hell with this cold weather. Is it
Tanya, I love you.
cold?
And I'm with you.
Is it cold as hell or cold as hail? When you say it's cold as hell out here, is it cold as hell or cold as hail?
Well, I mean, I say cold as hell.
I've never heard cold as hell. It's hot as hell.
You never
Although
searched
It's cold as hell.
Yeah, it's cold as hell out here.
I mean, it's definitely it's not a correct terminology. If you believe in those things.
This is weird. Okay. We're gonna find out the truth of this.
Oh, loving some Luke Bryan there on K100. Lynn and Marco with you here. Your sports report brought to you by Zavosky's Custom Meats and Deli. In hockey last night, the USA lost to Canada 3-2 in overtime as somehow the Americans left Connor McDavid wide open in front of an empty net in overtime, basically to jam home the game winner. So it looks like Canada, the winner of the series, the Cup Series there, and good for them. That was a fantastic game win in overtime, but not a winner for us, but we showed well for the United States. The biggest winner was the NHL with huge ratings. The four final looks like it's going to be back for years to come, and people are ready to go for sure. The Walleye have a couple of games going on. The Kalamazoo Wings, Huntington Center tonight. Game scheduled at 7:15 for the Puck Drop Hockey Heritage Night there. Tomorrow, Kalamazoo Wings there. Puck Drop at 7:15 as well. That's Toledo Jeep Fest Hype Night. Ohio State men's basketball team scheduled to play Illinois Fighting Illini today at the Value City Arena in Columbus. That tip-off is at 7, and the Michigan Wolverines will face Rutgers at the Rutgers Athletic Center in Rutgers there. That game's starting at 8. So some basketball going on here tonight. That is your sports report.
An Ohio tradition for nearly 90 years is extending opportunities to high school students. And if you're not aware of this program, it's something you really should be. A Buckeye tradition for 90 years. This is incredible. It is the Buckeye Boys and Girls State. They have done this for decades. Their goal is simple, is to promote patriotism, knowledge of government, and develop leadership. And they garner young people who look to be leaders and that they believe their teachers and adults in their life believe that they can be future leaders of our country. And they get them into a place and they teach them how to be those leaders. They entrench them with government, and it's really a cool experience. I know a lot of young people who did that, including my daughter, Kate. And this year, it looks like it's going to be held at Miami University, a hands-on program where they're not sitting in the classroom. They're actually learning about government. They're actually getting to do it. They create their own government within their ranks. And but before you get selected, you have to apply. You have to interview to be a part of the program. The American Legion is moved to allow interviews to be even to private schools, homeschooled students now, because they want everybody to have the opportunity. There's a deadline for application coming up March 15th. So Girls State, that's for Girls State interviews, and for April 30th for Boys State. But it opens them up to new ideas, generates confidence, they create connections, gives them new directions they might not even have thought about before or realized as they get geared for college.
Yeah.
So if you want to get yourself signed up for Girls or Boys State, I'll make sure that there's a link up on our Facebook page.
All right, love that. All right, fun in the 419. The bodybuilding guy in the 419 to let us know what's going on this weekend.
Well, lots of fun in the cold this weekend at DPI Winterfest. That's in downtown Perrysburg. Be a great time. Ice carvings. My boy Ryan Roth is going to be out there. He does some spectacular work. So you want to go out there and see that. They've got fun stuff for the kids, fun stuff for the adults. It's a great time all around. Tomorrow morning, before I head out to the golf show, I'm going to be participating not one, but two different running events. Wow. 9 a.m. in Sylvania, the Sylvania Prevention Alliance Hot Cocoa Run is taking place at 9 a.m.
You're taking this whole weight loss thing
Oh
serious.
man,
now.
I'm going to be sore
Too many
on
marshmallows
Sunday.
in that cocoa.
Oh yeah, I'm going to earn that hot cocoa as well as the beer that I'm going to get from my 11 o'clock run at Quenched and Tempered
Very
in downtown.
selective about the runs that he takes part in. Did you know?
There's got to be a carrot, nice
Reward.
carrot at the end of that stick.
A prize at the end.
So that's gonna be at Quenched and Tempered in downtown Toledo, part of the Ohio Brewing Running Series. So join me at both or either one of those.
That is awesome.
And of course, this weekend, you've got the Pro Home and Garden Show happening at the Glass City Center. Art from Toledo Door and Window will be in momentarily. We'll get into the details of that.
All right, love it. That's all coming up here on your Feel Good Friday Facebook Live. Join us live on Facebook here on all of our pages as well. It's Lynn and Marco on K100.
I have something very interesting to talk about. Something I feel like I've just kind of stumbled on. We'll talk about that in the 9 o'clock. Something that is tinfoil hat worthy.
Really?
But I don't think I'm wrong. I just discovered this and I'm thinking, okay.
Well, if it's like a number of other conspiracy theories, they always turn out to be true.
It turns out to be true. Hey, how's it going, man?
How you
Good
doing,
to
buddy?
see you.
Good too, man.
Come on in.
How you been?
Been great.
Art, do you know Marco?
Hi, Marco.
Hey, man, how are you? Good, good.
Hi, Marco.
Hey, how are you?
All right, let's get you pulled up here on the.
Face for radio, remember?
Oh, here we go.
Gary's Classic.
So we've got about 2.5 minutes before we go live on radio. In the meantime, we'll be doing some Facebook.
What's going on at Toledo Door and Window?
We're busy.
We're busy.
Yeah?
It is
Yeah?
busy. It's a busy week right now. Getting ready for that.
What all you guys
What
gonna
all you
have?
guys gonna have?
Pull that microphone up.
Pull that
please.
microphone up. Yeah,
We've got
We're-
everything.
We've
All of
got
our
everything.
stuff, everything
All of our stuff, everything we sell is down there.
Is that right?
We literally
Is that
take
right?
our
We
showroom,
literally take our
dismantle it
showroom,
pretty much,
dismantle
and
it
run
pretty
it
much. and
downtown.
run it
Wow.
downtown.
Okay.
Wow.
We
We
got
got full
full
active. We got full
garage
active garage door.
down there,
Down there, motorized awnings, windows, entry doors, storm doors.
Yeah, you had a good setup
Yeah, you had a
last
good
year.
setup last year.
Yeah.
fairly similar
fairly
this year,
similar this
updated
year.
some of the
Updated
stuff
some of the stuff with some of the latest
All right.
trends.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Geared
up and ready to go.
It's a
Long
long
week,
week, and then next week will be an even longer week of trying to
run out
those
leads.
There you
leads.
go.
That's
now.
do you
Echo.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
My bad.
Here we
My
go.
bad.
What's the
My
biggest
bad.
trend's been in Windows color, hasn't it?
Oh man, black.
Yeah.
Everything,
Black it out.
and it's not just the windows; it's the entry doors, the storm doors, it's garage doors, everything. It's we've been running on about our 3rd year now of black completely taking over the industry. It's unreal.
Wow.
Still not 100% sure on black windows when you're talking vinyl products with heat and everything else.
Right.
But they say they've got it whipped and they've got it all good. So we roll with it and haven't had any problems. But, garage doors are so big right now. It's finally.
You can add so much beauty to your garage that you didn't have the opportunity to
weren't
before.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it. They've kind of opened up the wheelhouse of design with these things, and you can actually create some curb appeal and get some ROI back on doing them.
I bet the homeowners
with it.
association loves that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We still come across a couple of those that are a little tricky to work with.
No black doors.
Yeah, yeah. They're usually concerned with purple,
Yeah,
pink,
yeah.
stuff like that,
Fuchsia.
What's when you guys do these shows, what's the ROI? Do you find that you get a lot of great leads from it?
We do fantastic, and I attribute a lot of that to us being in business for 50 years,
All right,
being
hold
a
that thought there for a second. We're going to go on live here. That's Megan Maroney on K100 with Lynn and Marco. Thanks for being here on a Feel Good Friday Facebook Live as well. Cloudy today, snow flurries possible. They're going to end early, though. 30 is going to be our high. Partly cloudy tonight, very cold, low down to 15.
We're at 25 now at K100. Your weather is brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers in 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Traffic, well, we've had some situations and still a couple of those. North Detroit Avenue, north and southbound between Central and Highland is still closed due to an earlier accident. Still have a road closure on US 6 eastbound between 424 and Highway 110, that due to an earlier accident. And an accident on US 24 eastbound after Berkey Southern Road has still got the left lane of traffic blocked. Call us, text us if there's anything else, 419-240-1000.
Well, you're going to be doing some fun stuff this afternoon. You got a big day planned.
Yeah, my husband and I, we usually do a big Friday fun thing. We go to lunch and then we go to an event. And today our event is going to take us downtown Toledo to the Pro Home and Garden Show. And Art from Toledo Door and Window is here with us. I know you guys are going to be down there and have been working days to get your space ready.
Yeah, we sure are. We're super excited to be there. This is our 5th year as the main sponsor of the show, so we're right up front and center. There's a lot of pressure to make sure we put on a beautiful display
I
and
was just going to
represent
ask
the
if
city
you
well.
were really easy to find.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
True representatives there and right front and center. That's so cool. And we were talking a little bit off air about some of the most popular things that are in demand right now at Toledo Door Window. You're going to have it all there and showcased.
Yeah, we'll have everything that we offer down there, from full active garage doors and openers to motorized awnings to windows, entry doors, storm doors, the whole deal.
See, there you already mentioned something I didn't know you did, motorized awnings.
Yeah, Sunsetter
Those
motorized
were
awnings.
just on RVs, but now they're on houses.
That's
huh?
right. That's right. Yeah, and they're a lot nicer than the ones on RVs.
Yeah, well, you just push a button and they're like, "Yeah, I got some shade."
Yeah, that's
So
right.
basically, have packed up the showroom and have moved it downtown.
Yeah, that's right. That's the idea of this. We want to be down there. We've been here in Toledo 50 years, and being the main sponsor of the show, we want to represent our city well, and have a place where the community can come down and find a contractor they can trust to get the projects done they need to get done.
That is awesome. And I know a lot of people, we've been giving away tickets and people are super excited to see the new stuff and to see everything going on down there.
Nobody, I mean, it comes to your home. It's like, that is what you want to invest in. That is a place you want to love when you drive up and go, this is where I live. And haven't we done a good job with it?
Yeah.
It means a lot. And you take such pride in your home. And you guys are a big part of that for so many.
Yeah, we're proud to be a part of that. We really, it's like I said, after 50 years, we feel a responsibility to this town to kind of lead the industry and show the community how customers should be treated. And this is a great way to come down and see us, and not just us, all the other contractors. I think we got 125 contractors
Probably
down
fun
there.
to be around there with them and talk, shop
and
a
it's
little bit. And
not a ton of pressure while you're down there. You're just talking to people, kind of coming up with some ideas. You'll see a lot of the new trends. There's a lot of events going down at the show this year.
there are. This isn't a place just for the parents to go. Take your kids.
Yeah, Jimbo the Clown's going to be there this
There you
weekend,
go.
doing balloon animals and face painting
That's
and,
so cool.
and all sorts of fun stuff. stuff there.
Yeah,
So we're going to
Toledo.
get Pat down there. We're going to get his face all painted. We got a cool guy in the 419 logo for him to go right on his cheek.
Well,
Yeah.
he used to be a clown, so
That's true.
But Toledo Metro Parks is a pretty big part of this too, and
Yeah.
they've got a lot going on down there. In addition to the clown, if there's a live pond building demo that happens, there's all kinds of cool things that you can do. Eye-popping perennials, learn about what's going on in the parks. Koi pond clinic and seminar. That sounds awesome. And cooking demonstrations presented by DeRochers. They kind of go in and do that each and every year. So that ought to be fun. And it looks like there's an opportunity to win $1,000 cash so then they can come back and buy windows.
That's always nice. Everybody loves cash.
Yeah, who
Yes.
doesn't? Obviously, you're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I know a lot of people are going to. What caught your eye? Is there anything different this year that you're like, wow, this is something that's and that people are going to come and see and probably?
Well, beyond Toledo Door and Windows booth, Josh Luck with Luck Landscaping just knocks it out of the park. He's got a massive pond that he's put in there this year. I mean, this thing it's like 50 feet wide by 25 feet deep and full landscaped around it. It's quite the.
You want to talk
quite
about a guy who goes
spectacle.
above and beyond.
A little
I mean,
bit,
this-
yeah, a little bit. He's a fantastic guy, and he puts a lot of dedication into our show as well. And there's only one show now. It used to be 2 home shows a year. We're down to just this one, so we want to make this a big deal,
Right.
to get people down there and see what's going on. And it's like I said, it's a lot of work putting it on, but it's so worth it once it's all set up and ready to go. So I urge people to come down there this weekend and
So we
check
haven't
it out.
even gotten down there yet, and I've already I got this list of projects that I'm showing my husband. I think when we get done, we can talk to Toledo Door and Window. We can talk to so we're checking them off. We are ready to go.
That's great.
Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here, and look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. We'll have more live on our Facebook, so tune into our Facebook pages right now to see more of this right here on Lynn and Marco on K100.
Yeah, that is no joke. I mean, I have made the list, and here's who I want to talk to when we get down there.
Oh
It
yeah.
is. It's such a funny weekend. There's so much work that goes into it. You can't wait to get it done and over with and behind you. But there's a lot of excitement that leads up to it. We're in the slow time of year, so we're ready to kind of kick this thing off for the spring and just jumpstart our season.
Which is another great reason for people to get down there and talk to you now. Get on
That's
your
right.
schedule now while you are a little bit slower. That's amazing. Yeah.
Certainly.
Let me ask you a question about storm doors.
Okay, fire away, Pat.
So
That's on my list.
So you got a storm door, right? Most storm doors are usually the same size, right? So you can just,
For the most part, yeah. We're very industry standard sizing.
Right.
Front doors are generally 36 inches, side and back doors 32 inches.
right.
Pretty much industry standard, yeah.
Ours is different.
Go figure.
I don't know what I'm gonna get the exact measurements, and I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna ask you today
Yeah.
at the show if you guys have something like this. My wife apparently hates our storm door. I don't know what she doesn't like about it. She just doesn't like the design of it. But I don't know. We looked it up. We were looking up it's like, no, you have to make a custom made storm door in order to, and that's
Well, lucky for you, I know a guy.
yeah. Is that right? All right. I'm gonna get the exact measurements, and we're gonna talk. I'm gonna see if
They
this
do.
might be something we have to look into doing.
We can make them in any size you need.
You can do custom.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, well, there you go. We'll see. I think they had to make it wider. I think that they because I was moving in, so they had
Got that
to
big
widen the
door.
door frame.
That's right. Going in sideways.
So, are you guys sticking around here? Or are you going to other?
I think I'm doing a tour here.
Yeah, making the rounds.
The Cumulus tour.
So what? People come down. What do you guys have? What's going to catch people's attention when they walk back? What's going to be that?
They walk
They
square
stop.
into them front doors. They're going to walk right into our booth, and
You're there
always
again, right in
having
the front,
that
huh?
Full operating garage door down there. It's got a screen on
Yeah.
it, so you can keep the bugs out and all of that stuff. That's usually a pretty big
Nice.
attraction there.
Are you guys one of the sponsors again this year?
We are the main
Okay.
sponsor.
Oh, you're the main
again.
sponsor.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Yeah,
great.
the everything kind of changed through COVID. Didn't have a show that year in 2020, trying to get back into everything and get it all geared back up. We thought, what better way to kind of kickstart Toledo back in? We're one of the few locally owned and operated non-franchise companies
Yeah.
these days in the line of work that we do
Right,
specifically.
right.
And so we think it's very important for us to be down there
Sure.
and kind of leading the march on all of this stuff, you know.
And it is pretty nice. You walk in and it is the first thing that people see.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
for
is
sure. And the whole show's massive. I mean, we got stuff. There's pole barns in there,
Right.
You know, I mean, Glass City Center's big. It's got high ceilings. You
yeah.
know, so
you can do
there's a lot of neat stuff down there. A lot of different solar options down there. Like I said, there's a full pole barn down there. The big pond, docks and decks, and
It's amazing what they fit in there.
unbelievable.
It really
Yeah.
is.
The amount of work that people put into putting this on, we're very appreciative of them
nice.
putting forth that effort.
Before we get to the Westwood One podcast spot, I gotta get a live in here.
Yeah, do your thing.
So
all right.
Yeah.
Hey, check out our thing from the
What's up?
YMCA.
It's Lynn and Marco and Pat McCarty, guy at the 419. And of course, we're at the YMCA, Lynn. We're doing our weight loss challenge, and this is a great place to get in shape.
The Francis Family YMCA up on Dean Road in
Temperance.
And I love this one. They're celebrating 20 years already. It's so state of the art. It's so clean. It's so new. It's kind of hard to believe it's been here 20 years.
I love this, especially if you have kids. This is the place to come. They've got slides, they've got rock climbing walls, and they have probably one of the best pools that the YMCA can offer. Not only do they have a pool for laps, but also a great kids.
We have a splash pad area. It is absolutely amazing.
And I see you guys drag me out here because of the pickleball court.
Avery's over there. He's doing lessons now, and he's offered to show us how.
We want to do some weightlifting, right? Which way to the workout facility? That way. Some people go that way.
Do it.
I got you.
You
There
can
go.
do it.
Come on, Pat. You got it.
Who, Max? Yes, Max.
One of two pool areas here at the Francis Family YMCA. You are loving this.
Yeah.
You are picturing your son right
Oh
over here.
boy, Leslie will be having a ball in here. The pool for families. They have a lap pool over there, so two different pools. But this is a great place to work out and really do everything you need to do in your health.
Love it. I just think, you know, how much fun it would be to spend a cold winter day right up here in this pool with your kids.
It's like more than 80-degree temperature in that water.
Oh, it's
right
perfect. Well,
Should
then
we
why don't
throw
we
you
find
in?
out?
No! Dan over here is really going to appreciate it.
You want me way in the corner?
Way in the corner over there.
Yeah, so I met with a health coach to try to lose weight.
Yeah.
Well, and just get healthier because my husband's diabetic. And so I was just like, we need to change.
Has he
our-
been diabetic a long time?
Type 1, yeah. So
Really?
he was 8. And then my 28-year-old son got diagnosed about 6 months, well, maybe a year now, with type 1.
All right, I'm getting ponchoed up here to do some splat. I'm getting some large Patrick Bateman vibes here. So you're looking for some fun things to do with the kids, the family, you got a group, come on out to Spin and Splat right over here on Central Avenue in West Toledo. Ronnie, tell me about this place. I mean, it is an artist's dream in here.
It is. It is absolutely a lot of fun. It is a messy good time. We've been having so much fun. We're in a new building. We've just been here for 3 months. We've got the splat room, spin tables, large groups, small groups. Check us out on the web, spinandsplat.com. Just come in and get artsy, get messy, and have a good time.
So mine was pure raw emotion, and it really comes through. I think on canvas. I
didn't get to see your artwork.
I think you could sell.
Okay,
for-
I bet it could. I'll put you on the Etsy store, right?
Yeah, Jackson Pollock has nothing on it. This is a true piece of art, which you can purchase. I'm gonna put it up for sale. We'll see
Awesome.
how
We'll
it
see.
goes.
Auction it off for a fundraiser, right?
Yeah,
We do
right.
that.
There we go. All right, come on here. Spin and Splat. It's a lot of fun. It's over on Central Avenue. Do people have to make appointments?
They can call ahead if they like, but a lot of times we're super busy, which you can tell on the web if they've already registered or their party's going on. If there's free space, it makes it a lot easier. Just give us a call and we'll see if we can pitch in.
All right, so come on out. You got to try this. It's a lot of fun. Tap into your inner artist.
I am artiste.
Some
Salt.
some salt and some
20 seconds.
use some avocado oil.
Yep.
And then you pop it, and man, I mean, you can make so many of those, and it's talk about one of the best things you could have.
Yeah,
as far as a
right.
snack, if you're gonna have a salty snack,
Right.
That's the best way to go.
That's Morgan Wallen thinking about me here on K100 with Lynn and Marco. Feel Good Friday Facebook Live as well.
And in studio with us here and now, Andy Roman from the Imagination Station. Andy, we're so glad to have you in studio, see your lovely face, and
Well, thank you.
so very happy for you that you've reopened your doors.
Yes, we are so excited. We reopened on Wednesday after being closed for a short time because of the water line break.
That was really something
Crazy,
else.
yeah.
It was.
You know, and it's like the Oregon Library was closed for months after Waterline break. So when that happened to the Imagination Station, I thought, oh my gosh, they've got this hockey exhibit ready to go. They've got so much ready to go. And they're going, oh, well, a couple of days. I'm thinking, this is not a couple of day thing.
Well, you know, it's hard to imagine, you
Yeah.
know, the length that it's going to take, but the break was in a complicated area. I mean, it was really interesting to watch how the repair happened. I mean, and watch the workers who are amazing.
Once they
and-
got to it,
and
did go
very
quick, didn't it?
talented, but I mean, they had to dig a hole 25 feet and then bore a tunnel 90 feet to connect the new line.
I thought it was
So-
weird
so
that
there's so-
that you guys had a water main break and then it froze and then you had a hockey thing going on. I thought maybe you were doing an indoor rink. Maybe.
You know, we thought we could go outside for a little bit and just practice and do all of that.
Finally, that hockey faster than ever exhibition is open.
And I brought you guys rally towels because we are rallying
Come
for
on, Pat.
opening weekend. I mean, you can't have hockey without a rally towel giveaway, right?
And we are certainly a big hockey town. So tell us about the exhibit.
So I love this exhibit because, well, I'm a huge hockey fan.
Yeah.
But we were also able to bring a lot of Toledo's heritage and hockey history into the exhibit. So when you first walk in our doors, we have this huge display case and we showcase a bunch of the Walleye specialty jerseys that they have worn in the past.
And Andy, of course, worked with the Toledo Walleye for quite some time. So you get some connections. This has got to be a nice exhibit.
And Dan Savig is Toledo hockey historian, and he is amazing. And so his collection, he helped us put the case together. I mean, one of the coolest thing is Glenn Ramsey's face mask, and he played, oh my gosh, I want to say in 1964.
Okay.
And there's a great story that he tells about how he went to his dentist and they built this mask out of materials that he had, and then he wore it during one of the games, took a puck to the face because he was the goalie, and split the mask, almost like broke the bar, and 36 stitches later. And he says he told us, he's like, it was garbage.
Oh my gosh.
And probably played the next game. actually.
Probably,
That's how hockey
exactly.
players
You know,
are.
it's like hockey players. They lose a tooth, they shove it back in,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're back out on the ice.
Cool. So exhibits, stories, Toledo history. And what about the lessons in hockey once you get inside?
So the hockey exhibit itself is all about the science behind hockey. And you walk in, you do learn a lot about like how it was played years ago, the gear they used, but then you also learn about kinetic energy. You learn about why ice is the thickness it is and all the different sciences that go into it. And then you round the corner and there are these big, huge rinks made that you can try your slap shot, your
That's so
reflexes.
cool.
And then there's another part. It's my favorite part of the exhibit. There are all these lockers, and so 6 of them showcase NHL players, and then 4 of them showcase people from Toledo. So we have Hawkins, we have Kosa, we have Valerie Fatika. She plays on the adaptive sports sled hockey team, and then we have Kendall, who is the color analyst for the Toledo Walleye. But she also is on the Toledo Fire Department hockey team. She started the BGSU club hockey. So there's a bunch of really interesting tidbits while you're learning all about the science.
Nice.
That sounds amazing. That
So I
really
think
is
you guys
cool.
should come and try your hand to see who has the hardest slap shot.
Well,
You know, it'd be nice is to put,
we
Pat,
already
put
know.
Pat in the goal. Let me just see if I can score on him. That'd be good.
Yeah.
We're coming. We are definitely coming out. How long is the exhibit in place?
The exhibit is here through April.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
All right.
And you've got a special event coming up.
We do. So in addition to our hockey giveaway, where we're giving away rally towels tomorrow and Sunday, we have our Science After Dark wine and chocolate event,
Ooh.
which if you love wine or chocolate or both,
Love
because
'em
they
both.
they go so well together.
You had me at wine and chocolate.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow night. It's going to features local wineries. We also have wines from vineyards around the world. So from Italy and Spain, Canada, all these other places, and then local chocolates that are featured and pair them together. And of course, we can't do a Science After Dark without a little bit of science. And so we're doing flower arranging. So when you get a bouquet of flowers, you know when you
You're right.
them.
Right.
You know how to arrange them properly and the math and science behind that. And we're also doing really cool glass etching vases where you draw on paper and then you put the paper on the glass and it etches it
Wow.
through.
We're talking about this. There's still tickets available.
There are tickets available. The workshops are going quickly.
Okay. So how do we get the tickets?
You know what? Go to our website.
Perfect.
imaginationstationtoledo.org. And then when you come tomorrow, come hunt me down. I'm pouring wine and I'll gladly say hello.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. You can stick around here. We're live on Facebook here. You can check it all out on K100.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people living in Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. Good vibes, great people in Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here. Facebook Friday Live.
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
I don't know if you ever, Keith Kachuk, their dad played in '96. So they're like a legacy of a family. He fought, and he was real big back when I was growing up playing hockey. So it's like to watch his kids out there doing that, and that's what set it off, was those fights.
Yeah.
Because then it was like people like, what, because it still shocks me that people don't know that, that they fight in hockey. Because I saw a bunch of stuff on TikTok like, man, I'm going to start watching hockey. These guys are crazy. But it was, and it's very patriotic, and
yeah.
it just was the perfect timing.
Did the game last night start out like the?
No, there was no
night?
fights. No
Okay.
fights.
No, they had to lay down. They did that purposefully in the first game, because it was when they booed the national anthem. They had to go out there and they had to go out there and set a tone.
I mean, they didn't even drop the puck before they started. It was arranged.
Right.
But that's what I love about hockey.
Right. It was.
That's like, it's like, hey, so when they're in that circle, and that, because I've played a little bit, and I just know when you're there talking, you're like, as soon as it drops this, because you have to accept the fight. There's a lot of times somebody wants to fight you, and the people that they don't want to fight, but so they're talking right there, and you can tell they're just like, all right, as soon as it goes, then
yeah,
and then they just started. I love those fights are the best because they're preparing for it. So they back up, they drop then it's like a show, and
right,
like
and then it's like
yeah.
It happens even at like the ECHL level.
Yeah. A lot of this, and again, it's to people.
Is there more passion in hockey than there is in basketball?
100%.
That's why I heard that it's going to outdo the NBA.
Well, just because of like I said, this was such a huge thing, and they don't fight just to fight. There's a reason. Like that was different but it's like anything else. Like when somebody takes a shot at one of your best players, like at Brandon Hawkins, the goons know that if they take a shot at him, somebody's going to come out and they're going to have to answer for it. And so that keeps a lot of stuff in check. Not using a hockey term, but like it keeps a lot of people from doing crazy stuff because there's consequences to what you're about ready to do to somebody. Whereas in other sports, you can do whatever and nothing really happens.
Well, sometimes even I think that if the game is kind of just lulling around, they will throw in a fight
to
get their energy going, to get the crowd energy going.
Yeah, you know a lot about that's exactly it. So they don't just do it to do it. There is actually a reason, a strategy behind it actually. So
yeah, this does sound like a really, even for those who are just somewhat hockey fans, don't fully understand the game but love the excitement of the sport and things, it really does look cool. And what a great way, if you've got a child who's leaning toward getting involved in hockey, for them to really understand the game they're going to get involved in. I love this steam stick skate and more.
So the area where you can try your slap shot and speed, and it's all about kinetic energy and all of that. It also shows you how hard it is to really hit a puck.
Oh yeah, people have no idea.
I do.
Is it on synthetic ice or is it on floor?
It's on floor.
Yeah,
but we have people who are going in every day to try to beat their time or have a little competition, and it's really tough.
How about that? That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm no good. I will state that right now. I stink.
One of my biggest claim to fame is when I was in Nashville. It was the first year the Predators were there when I was on the radio, and they did a media tour for the All-Star game. So let's go on the ice and do slap shots. And I was up against, I don't know if you know who Dave Ramsey is, but he's a real big, he's in Nashville. It was me, him, and two other like really big icons. And I played hockey my entire life. So they all went, and they were like, 30 miles an hour, 26. And so all the Predators were sitting on the bench and I skating around. I think mine was like 78. And like all the Predators jumped up because almost to get 80 miles an hour is pretty good. And I didn't hit it perfect. I hit it pretty good. But those guys, all the Predators came out like, yes.
How fun.
Oh, that's like my moment of like, that's where I peaked right there.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. But it's hockey's such a great game.
It is a great game, and the players are so great.
Oh,
They're kind.
they'll
They're
sign for hours.
Yes.
They'll take time. Even like Sidney Crosby, there's a video of him, like a kid. He's like, oh hey, he like knew his name,
15 seconds.
brought him out on the ice. I mean, that's just how they're all like that. Just want to get rid of him.
Dylan Scott on Toledo's country music station K100 on air, online, and on your phone. Lynn and Marco, sponsored by A1 Heating and Home Improvement, where quality meets affordability.
Coming up this hour, we'll do the birthday wheel, see if we can get a winner for $350.
Wishing you luck. Make sure you're listening for your shot to win. Here's your latest look at news.
Good morning. I'm Claire Mitchell with your 13 Action News headlines. Leaders at Bowling Green City Schools are already making plans for what could be cut if voters turn down a levy in May. The superintendent tells 13 Action News the district would have to make $2.6 million worth of cuts should this request fail. The school board this week approved a reductions list, which includes some to staff, transportation, and extracurriculars. Meanwhile, a trip to Toledo is in the works for the new FBI director. U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno confirming to 13 Action News that he's planning a, quote, special trip to Toledo with FBI Chief Kash Patel. The Senate just narrowly voted to confirm him to lead the agency, with Moreno presiding over the Senate during his confirmation vote. And the Perrysburg Winterfest returns today and will run through tomorrow night. Organizers say there is something for the kiddos and adults, with music, dancing, ice carving demos, and a s'mores party, just to name a few. It's the 15th annual celebration happening on Louisiana Avenue and East 2nd Street. Now you're up to the minute. I'm Claire Mitchell with 13
K100 weather
Action
from the
News.
Jim White Toyota Weather Center.
from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. Great offers on 2025 Toyota's arriving daily right car. Right price right now. Here's 13 ABC's Derek Witt.
Partly to mostly cloudy today with a brief flurry possible. Highs around 30. Tonight, skies will clear out and it'll get frigid again. Lows in the teens, wind chills in the single digits. Saturday, going to be mostly sunny, but still chilly and a bit breezy. Highs in the low 30s. From the 13 Action News First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Derek Witt.
25. Traffic still a few troubled spots. US 24 eastbound after Berkey Southern Road. Accident continues to have the left lane of traffic blocked there. And still a road closure on North Detroit, north and southbound between Central and Highland Avenue. That due to an earlier accident. And an earlier accident in Henry County has US 6 eastbound closed between Highway 424 and 110. Call us or text us if there's anything else. 419-240-1000. That line, a service of your information station, Toledo's K100.
I think I saw on the news you have gold digger stuff in there too.
We do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We have stuff from the Babcocks. That was the very first team. And I didn't realize it, but they were called the Babcocks.
Because of the Babcock Dairy?
Yes.
Okay.
They like got their power to from,
Cool.
I
Like
mean,
Popeye gets his power.
yeah, exactly. And so we have a whole Toledo hockey history timeline on our one gallery wall, and above it are all the old jerseys that they wore, starting with the Babcocks to the Hornets to the Storm, Gold Diggers.
Safe to say this is probably the most extensive Toledo hockey display that has been put together to date.
I would say that the Walleye have an extensive
Is it on display collection for everybody
it
to see?
is. They're on the concourse
wall.
level.
Yeah.
There is an area, I think right by where the inductees are for the Hall of Fame. There's an area.
So they keep that up and available for view all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, between our display case when you walk in and then the wall, the gallery wall, it's pretty cool. And it will be just a nice touch point for people to be able to learn a little bit more about our hockey history.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tanya says, I've never been to a hockey game. Always wanted to go. Tanya, you have to go.
I can't believe you've never been to a walleye game,
They're
Tanya.
home this weekend.
Come on. Got to make it happen.
Once you go to a hockey game, you become an instant fan because it's just so fast. And you're just like, man, these guys are doing this on like 4 inches of ice. It's in skates. Like, you have no idea. I mean, it's so crazy that
Yeah.
you see them doing all this stuff. You're like, these guys are on ice skates.
Yeah.
Tonight's
pretty
the
wild.
big Hawkins bobblehead giveaway.
Oh,
So people are going to be getting there early. If that's not already sold out, I bet you they've only got a couple hundred tickets left.
you know, Bonnie Rhodes is going.
Well, I'll tell you, you know what else is a fun sport?
What?
Flag football.
Boy, as you talk about a sport that's getting hotter and hotter.
It's going everywhere, right?
Mhm.
Well,
Big.
I bet you didn't know this, if you didn't know this, we have our own the Dirty Birds 5U flag football team. Marco, if you don't know who they are, you're going to get to know them because they are the official winners of the Guy in the 419 Youth Sports Spotlight Challenge.
Nice.
They won 53% of votes went to them. 1,276 votes. Those are some really proud parents, and they are going to get the media package. Marco's going to go out there. He's going to take some photos of the team. He's going to go out there and maybe create a sizzle reel, get some quotes from the team. They're also going to get a journal, a gold journal, courtesy of Game On.
Nice.
Lots of great stuff. So congratulations to the parents. They made it happen. Can I just tell you this? That this was shared. That one post was shared 326 times.
Wow.
I mean, they really they made sure that people got out there and voted. So, well, if you have a team out there that you want to have nominated, that you want to have to have a chance to win this awesome media package, courtesy of Insurance Solutions by Design, Mr. Keith Klotch is the main sponsor for this, and we really appreciate it. So
yeah,
we're really excited. We're really excited to see them in action and everything that these kids have to offer.
That's awesome.
They're great.
I can't wait.
So
That'll be fun.
very, very exciting. So congratulations to
Where
all
do
you
they
guys.
play? They play inside. Obviously, I'm sure.
I think right now it's an inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're having them outside right now.
Yeah.
But
Well, so many good things going on this weekend.
Yeah.
With the Imagination Station exhibition, something you can go check out. The hockey games, the Walleye are home. We already talked to Art from Toledo Door and Window about the Pro Home and Garden Show. And I know you guys are excited about the Toledo Golf Show. being
oh
in town.
man.
So I'm going to be out there. I'm going to go look for Andrew. I think he's going to be joining us in the studio here in just inside of the next few minutes. So I'm going to see if he's arrived yet. So I'll be back.
Oh, the golf show. Can't wait. Marco, we went golfing one time, didn't we? Did we golf one time? I think we did.
I think you still owe me lunch.
I thought no, I brought you lunch.
Oh,
no,
I
there's
don't. That doesn't count.
Nope.
You have to take me to
No.
lunch. You have to take me. To
I've
lunch.
taken you multiple places to eat.
I do
Thank
know
you very
hit
much.
2 balls consecutively in the water.
I
do
think
remember
that. Yeah. Well, anyway.
I do remember.
Speaking of ice skating, though, here. Go check out the ribbon.
Down here at the Glass City Metro Park, along the Maumee River, we got our outdoor skating facility, the Ribbon. That's managed by Rink Management Services. So we got 1,000 square foot in our pond, another 1,000 foot of skating ribbon around the Metro Park. And our process, basically every hour and a half after the sessions are over, we'll cut the ice. And we've been able to have the ice adhere for up to 63-degree weather. Our staff here down at the Ribbon's been awesome. Zamboni driver's been doing a great job. Our indoor employees make it smoothest as far as transition from the indoor process to the outdoor process. So John McCreary inside did a good job there. And then the rest of our Zamboni staff down here and operations staff do a great job keeping the ice up and open to the public.
Right over here. How's it going?
Guy in the
How
419.
are you? Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Come on over. Have a seat in the black chair right over there.
You remember Marco from last year? He's our K100 guy. Andy
Yeah.
Brown.
How you doing?
Do the golf show. He'll be there Saturday.
I will. Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You speak as it's in like.
So
two
it's coming
months.
up. It's coming up tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of fun, man.
Tanya says golf is a great stress reliever. Do you play, Tanya? Where I got to see where you play. We should play.
A great stress reliever. You're obviously. I don't know.
get stressed. I'd have a higher expectation level than you have.
I try not to get stressed.
Yeah.
In golf, because my philosophy behind it is, why would I pay to be stressed out?
Right.
If I'm gonna pay to do something,
But your expectation level is a lot lower than mine is.
maybe Maybe.
You expect to try to shoot 100.
I expect to go out and have a good time. That's what I that's what I want
expect
to
to shoot in the 70s.
If I honestly we don't when I play with my golf buddies, we never keep score.
What?
We don't keep score.
I don't think I could do
It
that.
adds to the stress. Just go out there and hit the ball.
Adds to the stress.
Just go out there and hit the ball. You know,
You
you
have
know
to
if
keep a
you know
handicap.
what you got on the hole. I parred that hole. I got a bogey on that one. I got a birdie on that one.
You leave
You
a lot
know
of strokes out.
what's that?
You leave a lot of strokes out. Like you hit one in the woods and you bring one back. You're like, this is my first shot.
That has never happened.
You hit 2 in the water. You're like, I'm just gonna drop on the green and take
Ah.
a 4.
So what's going on with the 10 feet? It's like that's a gimme.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the golf show this year?
Oh, the golf show. Gosh, the 17th annual golf show down at the Tam O'Shanter. Full lineup of vendors from resorts to apparel, more golf equipment than we've ever had. So looking to get a new set of irons, looking to get a new bag. Bags are great to buy at these things.
Is that right?
You can get a deal. Nobody wants to take them with them home. And really the time of the year right now with the weather breaking, everyone's just excited just to get out, check it out. We have a simulator set up for about golf closest to the pin all weekend. Prizes there.
What's the distance on that?
I think they do it about 150 yards.
150?
Yeah, and it gets rowdy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right, which is cool. We'll do speakers all weekend on the Earl Brothers stage. We have Pat Lindsay on Saturday and Sunday. Now, Pat was one of the only PGA Tour champions from Toledo.
Oh,
Is that right?
He lives in Maumee. Played back in the 80s, early 80s. So we every year we try to bring in a pro, and they can kind of take us down memory lane. When they were hitting Persimmon Woods and shooting 65s out there. So Pat's great. He'll be signing autographs too. And then Sunday we got all the mascots: Muddy, Spike, the bowling pin from Forest View, and that's been great because you bring the kids out, and kids 12 and under are free. Get selfies, and Tony Packo's all weekend. There's a lot of Packo dogs.
Last year there was somebody serving up some Bloody Marys.
Oh yeah,
Is that happening again?
yeah. The 19th hole is no longer a secret because it's like the Saturday gathering place of all the golfers in Toledo. Sponsored by Yingling.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, Yingling's there.
Of course it is.
And
You guys are doing some eating contests and stuff, aren't you?
yeah, that's Toledo has really never had a formal eating contest, which would be great to do like the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, Tony Packo's did this crazy idea. We're sitting down like, who can eat a jar of pickles the fastest?
Right.
Is that what is that what it's gonna be? Is it
Well, Sunday, that's always Sunday.
Yeah.
And there's now a small cult group, with their own Facebook page
Yeah.
that practice this.
Well, you guys are doing one on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday, right? Like
Yeah,
different ones.
yes. That's Sunday. That's the oldest one. And the spicy and the regular, you choose and you down it. There's been accidents over the years.
Hold that thought. We're gonna go live on the radio here, and then we'll see. That's Morgan Wallen on K100. It's Lynn and Marco. Thanks for hanging with us. It's a Feel Good Friday Facebook Live. You can join us live on Facebook right now and see all the special in-studio guests we got going in and out of here. Cloudy today, snow flurries possible early. 30 going to be the high tonight. Partly cloudy, very cold. 15 low.
We are still at 25 here at Toledo's K100. Your weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Traffic in fine shape with the exception of those earlier accidents. So there's nothing new going on, but you still have a road closure on North Detroit, north and southbound between Central and Highland, US 6 eastbound between 424 and 110, and that accident on US 24 eastbound at 295. Still has the left lane of traffic blocked there, but it is getting through. Call, text if there's anything else, 419-240-1000.
All right. Technically, there's 26 days until spring. Keep telling myself that as I have my indoor putting green and my simulators to go to, which is not real golf, but it's close enough when it's 8 degrees outside. But this weekend and starting today, actually, at Tam O'Shanter's, one of the best golf shows that I've been to in a long time, and I'm super excited. We're going to be there tomorrow broadcasting live. But right now, got a special guest in here to tell us a little bit more about what's going on.
We do. Andrew Brown, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Great to see you, and congratulations on all of the excitement surrounding this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. This is the 17th annual Toledo Golf Show. We got downtown back in the late 2000s, mid to late 2000s, and keep growing it at the Tam O'Shanter. So great facility at the Field House. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We open the doors today at 3 o'clock, 3 to 8, then 9 to 6 on Saturday. Sunday is 10 to 4. Your tickets are good all weekend. So if you want to come and look at clubs one day, and one day you just want to drink beer and eat hot dogs.
That is so nice that you do that. That's great.
The stage has been real popular. We have a great sponsor with True House and Yingling, who's been there for years, and tons of stuff to give away, and listen to some of these pros, because these pros, there's a lot of different teaching pros, and we're blessed with a great group in Toledo that participate. And you want to get better at golf, sign up for lessons. They'll have great deals on lesson packages. So
lesson packages, equipment, apparel, shoes, man, you got it all going
everything.
on.
You're gonna spend some money and get lost in the golf, but now's the weekend to get out.
Yes. You guys are giving away daily trips to golf destinations too, aren't you?
Yep, we have today's Antrim Dells Day, which is a great course in the Agamine up there in northern Michigan. Nice package with our stamp card program. So when you come in, we have it's not a game, but you go around, visit the booths, get your stamp card filled out, and we get that for tonight. It's Antrim Dells. On Saturday's Tullymore St. Ives. So it's a foursome for 2 days, and it's great courses, great facilities. They've been with us forever. And then Sunday, Lakewood Shores, like a foursome for 3 days. So
I'm excited because my buddy Brian that owns Crooked Creek is going to be up there for the Beat the Dealer contest.
Oh, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
that guy,
it's a very popular booth, isn't it?
We're getting stanchions for the crowd that's going to come into this event, because Brian can throw a party.
Oh, dude,
love him.
He's amazing. And Crooked Creek, I tell you, that one of the best golf courses in the last 2 or 3 years. You talk about a transformation, but I know you guys have. I think you're going to have more equipment this year than you said ever, right? I mean, this is a big year for you.
We partnered with Maple Hill Golf, which is out of Grand Rapids, and they know golf shows. They do it well. And if you're looking to buy a driver, you're looking to maybe a putter. I was just looking at their shoes back there. These FootJoys that are normally $150 or $79.
Yeah, you can make deals too.
You can make deals, and they
well, that's something to
they're just good at it. They are really good at it. They brought more inventory. We're not competing with other shows this weekend. Typically, we competed against Chicago.
Yeah.
So they brought the house.
Nice. Parking's free. Kids 12 and under free. And I mean, it's just $8 to get in and see all this stuff. That's pretty amazing.
$8, and if you're out and about today, stop at any of the places on the website. A lot of your indoor places, like For Golfers on Airport Highway, Pro Fairways on Monroe Street, Flicks in Lambertville. Flicks sells the most tickets every year.
Yeah, my buddy Jeff over at Pro Fairways, he's a good guy too.
Yeah, he is.
Man, this is great. I'm so excited. The closest to the pin con. Have you done that yet? Have you? Because you set it up. So do you get early shots at this thing, or?
I was in there this morning with 13 ABC playing that same game.
Yeah.
It's very addictive, and we had a good time. But yeah,
Well, y'all are antsy to get out of the golf course, and no better way to get you geared up than this. This is so exciting. I know Marco, Pat, they've been talking about this just for weeks and weeks, and the anticipation is built. It's crazy. It's like their big birthday party or something.
It is. It is. It's the best day of the year, really, other than really getting out and playing. Is there anything you guys said that when people come in for, it's going to be super new this year, or that you could?
If I look at the show from year to year, if I'm walking in and say, hey, what do I want to check out, because it can get overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Many of the consistent same booths. We have a few new resorts that Shanty Creek's there, which is great.
Yeah.
Geared Up shirts. You might have seen Terry Desmond's shirts.
Yeah.
He's got all types of new designs that are really awesome. And then really, when I look at the layout outside of all the apparel and all that, which is the best I've ever seen, are the local pros. You know, everybody wants to get lessons, and they're really coming out with beginners to mid handicappers, low handicappers, and they'll do a lot of that. Golf Tech is there, and
See, Pat, Golf Tech, you get your golf clubs changed and fixed and fit right to you, man.
I know. It's well, it's not always up to me to be able to make those. There's somebody else in my life
That's why I stay single. Well, thanks for joining me. Can you stick around a little bit and join us live on Facebook?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
awesome. All right. Well, it's happening this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday starts at 3:00 today. You guys open the doors. You want to get there and see everything going on at the Toledo Golf Show. So thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thank
So
you.
K100.
Get this Web Builders out of the way.
Yeah, do your thing.
Do it right
Is
after.
he doing all the stations?
Oh, no, just you guys.
Just, oh, nice.
We'll do it right here
Nice.
after Gavin Adcott.
So what, like, if I've been told I need new irons. So,
Well, we need to hold on a second. Let her do this. And then we'll talk.
You may love your home in terms of the address, the neighborhood, but the house itself, maybe not so much. It might be because your family's outgrowing it, maybe because it's outdated. It needs a whole lot more than a refresh. Well, packing up and moving maybe just isn't the way to go nowadays because, well, finding something comparable or better in this crazy real estate market, it's going to be nearly impossible. So you want to call on Web Builders instead. Let them put their 50 years of remodeling and renovating experience to work for you. I'm telling you, I love Web Builders. This is a company that loves what they do. They're passionate about every project they take on, very eager to get to work and make sure that you are going to be happy with your home again. If you need a bonus room, maybe a basement finished, a kitchen rework so it can truly become the heart of your home, a room addition. This is something where Web Builders shines. And I know personally from the upstairs addition they did for us, brought my vision to life, created my very favorite new space in the house. And I cannot say enough about Web Builders. Trustworthy. They're talented. They do what they say when they say they will, and they're very respectful of your home and everything that's going on inside of it while they're working on a project. You hardly know they're there. They clean up so well, and then the big reveal. Web Builders of Sylvania. They are who to call when you want a project that's done right, on time, and on budget. You can check out their website, see some of their beautiful work there, webbuilders.com, or get to this year's Pro Home and Garden Show. It's going on this weekend at the Glass City Center, and you can get there courtesy of Web Builders if you're caller 10 right now at 419-240-1000. 2 tickets now for caller 10 from Web Builders, 419-240-1000.
Okay. Yeah, so I asked him what kind of clubs. He doesn't even know what kind of clubs.
They're
he has.
tailor-made.
Tailor-made.
One, try again.
You know,
K100 color 2, try back.
Do you have a picture of them?
K100 color 3,
What's
try
that?
back.
Oh, they're tailor-made.
Oh, you said you didn't know.
K100 color 4,
No,
try again.
I know what they are.
K100
Are they
color 5, try
older
back.
clubs? Are they?
Yeah, they were secondhand to who I got them from. So
K100 your color 8, try again.
I could tell you.
K100 your color 9, try back. K100
It,
your color
it all
10.
depends, you know, on how. If you like,
Who is
I like
this?
tailor-made. I like the feel of it, or I like Ping, or I like
Hello?
Callaway.
Hi, you're calling about the Pro Home
They will
Garden Show
have
tickets?
good deals, and I'm just trying to think about like how I can't say like how I buy. I don't buy
did.
golf clubs at the golf show, but I
Oh,
compete.
great. You just got
Right.
some
Right.
tickets. Are
So
you able to come
it's
by the
just
radio
different.
station and pick them
But
up?
when I was in that same
Starts
boat,
today, so you
right,
have to be able to come by
years
the
ago,
station
where you're
and
like,
pick
all
them up
right,
at
well,
4 o'clock.
if you had those clubs, regardless of what you hit, is going to be 10 times better because you've hit this shit.
Right.
There's nothing left.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh my God, these feel so good. It's just what's comfortable, and then really
Hello, K100.
the shaft in the club. So if you're like, hey, you
are.
swing
What's
hard,
your name?
steel shaft.
All right.
You
here, 2
swing
tickets to the
slow,
show.
you
The
know,
only thing is you're gonna have
or
to be able to pick
want
them
more
up here at the radio
want
station
some
before
flexibility there, get a flex shaft.
Okay.
But you know, like I said, you can go online, you can go to Dick's, you can go to Golf Galaxy. You can't find better.
Yeah.
It's just how they do it. You know, and they're just sitting there like,
I mean, there's two types. There's a guy that just has fun, and then there's guys like
I'm on the launch monitor. I'm looking at my
Right.
spin rate. I'm
Sure.
looking at-
Right.
I'm trying to figure out how So I mean, we're an opposite ends of the spectrum. But the nice thing about your golf show is everyone can go there and do exactly what they want to do.
You know, I play tournaments and stuff, and I love to play Pro Vs.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you, they have golf balls.
Tons. But I have one guy that does recycled balls, right? Because there's recycled, there's
Right.
I never want to have refurbished. It's a lot. That's heated golf balls,
Right.
But recycled balls, him and his wife, they're a good friend of mine. I could fill that camel share with recycled golf balls.
Really?
I get checks
Wow.
coming in. I'm like, oh, this is great. Oh, I only have one. I don't want them fighting, right?
Realistically, you only having one. What's he selling his Pro V1s?
No worries. If you
I get
Are they tripped up
5
with it?
dozen for like $100.
What? Okay. Thank you
And
so
they're
much.
basically
They're like 5As or whatever.
yeah. Him and his wife is Filipino, great lady, and her 2 sisters are actually like they've been doing this for years.
Yeah,
taking
that's
exams.
exactly what I do. I get them.
I do too because I'm like
I can't pay $58 for a dozen. I buy a real dozen. I buy a real dozen, and then I save those for strictly for tournaments.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in like high end tournaments, I'll play new ball, but otherwise, I am.
No, I don't either. Right.
Because it's like me and my friends are joking. It's like losing a Pro V1's like going to the woods, taking $5 and throwing it in there and walking away.
Right.
It's like every time you lose the ball, it's like, dude. And people like that play like, I'll be playing with a guy who plays like Top Flight or whatever. He's like, I'm like, don't worry, that's a $5 golf ball. I'm gonna find the goddamn golf ball.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I find a ton of them too. And people like, why do you always look for golf balls? Well, I don't know. I like to do it. But
Yeah, it's out of necessity.
I just
So is he gonna be? He's there now. I'm buying.
yeah,
golf
he'll
balls.
be he'll be there this afternoon. Yeah, right when you come into the left, and they're all graded out. Just get it like a bag, but he'll do, Callaway, Titleist, Trixon.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
only play Pro V1s.
Yeah, me too.
I used to play the X, and then I just went back to the Pro V, and I just love them. They're so far and above, and everyone's like, oh, it's not like a Pro V1. You might say that it's nothing like a Pro V1. I'm
to
telling
me,
you
it's a around the greens.
yeah.
I play whatever I find in the drainage ditches on the course. Whatever ones are
So,
discarded.
I look for all those golf books, and I end up with hundreds, and I just give them to him.
Yeah.
I gave him like
That's some Callaways.
gave him
And,
like
you know.
300 last year. I'm like, I found all these. I'm never gonna hit these.
What's great is when I can start off on a hole with a Titleist and then end it with a Callaway.
Yeah,
That's
you're good at that. And still get a 5
It's- I do not cheat on my score. You keep saying that. I do not cheat on my score.
Where do you guys play at most?
Well, I love Brian. I play Crooked Creek a lot.
Yeah, Crooked.
Probably,
Yeah,
but, Legacy.
yeah.
I love that place.
I do live just north of Legacy.
Oh yeah.
I'm a member out at Sylvania, so I play
Cool.
out there. So
Yeah.
Sylvania's a great track.
yeah,
God,
great slope. I mean, that's tough. It's a tough course.
Tough course.
it
I
is.
like that course.
It's
too.
tough, but it's
It's so undulated, and there's a lot of you never have a real good lie.
Right.
no.
It's really tough. But I love it. I mean, to me, I'm that obsessive type of personality. Just it sucks to be a golfer because I'm constantly working on my game. There's
Yeah.
never. I mean, I feel like I'm playing good now, and even like 10 years ago, I thought I was. You know what I mean? I'm always tweaking, and I tell you what I got last year is I got the pro putt. Are you guys? Is the air putt guy there this year?
20 seconds.
Oh,
Where you can
birthday
make
wheel?
the undulations in the green or whatever. I think it's called putt out, maybe.
No.
You had a chipping guy that had one of those. things.
Yeah,
That
he's not back this year.
not-
He'll be back next year. He had a conflict, but that chip caddy is
yeah.
that's sweet. That's sweet. Just chipping in
Okay,
your
100. Lynn and Marco, thanks for hanging out with us. Time to win some money.
Birthday wheel jackpots were $350 this
Oh,
morning. Pat,
Imagine taking that to the golf show.
I know.
You could just
there
blow
you
all of
go. Pat McCarty on the 419 at the birthday wheel. Gonna spin us a month.
I feel good about today.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm calling it right now, especially if it ends in
I was
November.
supposed to work on December. What do we got?
November.
November.
All right, if you're born in November, call us now. You could win $350 from Genoa Bank and K100 419-240-1000.
born in November, you can win with Lynn and Marco.
Good luck.
I think you got to spin the next one.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Right,
let's do it.
K100, your color
So-
one.
I was
try
born
back.
November,
K100,
too.
color
That's-
2, try
What?
back.
You might
K100,
get
your
away.
color
Oh.
3, try again. K100, K100, your color 4, try back. K100, color 5, try back. K100, your color 6, dial again. K100, color 7, we're going to 10. K100, I'm so sorry, your color 8, we're going to 10. K100, your color number 9.
Oh,
David,
no!
not
I'm going to write a
six.
letter. I'm going to write a letter.
All right, are we ready? Good morning, K100. Hello?
Oh, it's a handoff.
Hi, who's this? Bob, you are caller number 10.
Nice. Well, Bob was not caller 10. Somebody handed the phone to Bob, but you're born in November, right, Bobby? Yes, sir. November what? 7. All right. If we can spin a 7, we'll cut you a check for $350 from Genoa Bank.
Andrew Brown from the Golf Show
Oh,
at the
good
wheel
spin.
today.
We're going to be here for a minute.
Come on, 7. 7.
I feel like this is the way to go.
7. Come
back around. Oh, it's 22. Well,
sorry
good
about
try,
that.
buddy. All right, take care.
That date could still mean a nice prize, however. Remember, November 22nd for Birthday Wheel Recall today at 4:20 with Mookie. It could mean a $25 gift card to Danny's Cafe if you're caller number 10. And the Birthday Wheel Jackpot Monday morning, $360 in it from Genoa Bank and K100.
There we go. Oh, man. Well,
This one's like the Price is Right ones where they get the pinky doesn't go around the whole way.
Right.
Oh, it definitely went around the whole way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good spin. Cool.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? It's Lynn and Marco and Pat McCarty, guy in the 419. And of course, we're at the YMCA, Lynn. We're doing our weight loss challenge, and this is a great place to get in shape.
The Francis Family YMCA up on Dean Road in
Temperance.
And I love this one. They're celebrating 20 years already. It's so state of the art. It's so clean. It's so new. It's kind of hard to believe it's been here 20 years.
I love this, especially if you have kids. This is the place to come. They've got slides, they've got rock climbing walls, and they have probably one of the best pools that the YMCA can offer. Not only do they have a pool for laps, but also a great kids.
Look at the splash pad area. It is absolutely amazing.
And I see you guys drag me out here because of the pickleball court.
Avery's over there. He's doing lessons now, and he's offered to show us how.
We want to do some weightlifting, right? Which way to the workout facility? That way. Some people go that way.
Do it.
I got you.
You can do it.
Come on, Pat. You got it.
Ooh, Max. Yes. Max.
One of 2 pool areas here at the Francis Family YMCA. You are loving this.
Yeah.
You are picturing your son. Right
Oh,
over here.
boy. Leslie will be having a ball in here. The pool for families, they have a lap pool over there, so two different pools. But this is a great place to work out and really do everything you need to do in your health.
Love it. I just think, you know, how much fun it would be to spend a cold winter day right up here in this pool with your kids.
It's like more than 80-degree temperature in that water.
Oh, it's
right
perfect. Well,
Should
then
we
why don't
throw
we
you
find
in?
out?
No!
this on my own before I take it back to Lynn and Marco. Oh yeah. Smoky margarita. You know, just to be on the safe side, I don't think Lynn and Marco would like the smoky margarita either, so I better just drink this one on my own too. Oh, that's lean rim. This might be my new favorite thing. I could eat this all day.
Well, the smell test is a 10.
Oh wow. So that's just a lot of flavor. And that's what she was saying. That's what Cynthia was saying about the difference between Mexican food and Cuban food. Mexican food has the spice. Cuban food has the flavor.
Right. That's so good.
Well, this is twice. You and I are eating great food. Lynn's nowhere to be seen.
This is so good. I think secretly she doesn't want to gain any weight, so she's avoiding it. I would never order this on my own. It's one of the best fajitas I've ever had in my life.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. You know, sometimes you go to a place and you'll order fajitas, and it's maybe half of that amount of meat, and the rest is like peppers and onions. Right. Like it's overflowing with peppers and onions. I'm not a huge green pepper fan, so like whenever I get fajitas, I always like pick out the green peppers, and it ends up being like half the dish is gone.
Right. I mean, this is almost entirely meat.
Yeah, this fajita, I honestly, I agree with you. I think it's the best fajita I've ever had.
Yeah.
I can honestly say it's the best fajita I've ever had.
100%.
There we go. Oh boy, that's some loud music. That's some hits on YouTube. Punishment on YouTube, loud. Okay, well, okay. So what about okay, wait. Okay, let me go back then. Maybe we don't do. What about where the green grass grows versus Amarillo Sky?
Ooh, I love that one.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Amarillo Sky lyrics. What?
No sticky bun songs.
There's no sticky buns. Nobody brought us sticky buns today. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, so it's about plowing the fields and doing all that stuff, and takes the tractor another round.
Jason Aldean?
Yeah. So between that and Where the Green Grass Grows by Tim McGraw.
So we're doing two
for,
greens
for two
for the Toledo Golf Show.
No, home
they're
and
actually home and
garden.
garden show, but it actually works with the golf show too. So it's there you go.
I love it. See, just a little bit of collaboration. Boom, we're in.
Done. That is a packed egg burrito.
Oh,
man.
you're so lucky, dude. I can eat in 12 hours.
Is that right? Is that what
I ate late, dude. I tell you, man, I was really proud of myself yesterday because I worked all day. I had a remote, and it was like 8. Usually I go to the gym about 5 because I try to go home. So I've been going home, sleeping for a few hours, getting up from sleep, going to work out because I just have more energy doing it that way. And then working out about between 6 and 7, getting home at about 8, fixing my dinner, whatever, eating late or whatever, and then going back and then staying up till like midnight, then going to bed. So like I sleep in 2 different shifts, which has been working out well. Yesterday I didn't get home till like 8, and I'm like, I'm not going to the gym, dude. I got just too much. And so I was like, no. So I dragged my ass out to the gym at 8:30. I finished my workout at 9.
Good for you.
I was like, so.
I go to my workout right after this, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
John Deere Green.
All right.
A little more upbeat than Amarillo.
Yeah. Nothing to do with homes or gardens, though.
Nate Smith in World on Fire on K100 with Lynn and Marco. Time for Text What's Next, presented by Super Fitness. Taking 2 songs here today. Going to pit them against each other. You're going to vote at 419-240-1000 by text and let us know what you want to hear.
Oh boy, creative today with all the help of all of us.
Oh, yeah.
We're thinking, what do we got going on that we can get reflective of or create around? And there's nobody with a big birthday, no big historical note to build on. So we're thinking, okay, home and garden show and golf show. So something involving greens and grass, and we combined it all together to give you a choice of Tim McGraw, Where the Green Grass Grows, and Joe Diffie's John Deere Green.
All right, so we're doing greens today. That makes good sense with golf and with the home show.
So McGraw or Diffie, Where the Green Grass Grows, or John Deere Green?
All right, if you want Where the Green Grass Grows, that's Tim. Let's just do Tim.
Don't like McGraw?
I do, but I don't know. People might not spell it right.
Okay, Tim it is.
Tim, and then
Tim and Joe.
What's that?
Joe.
Tim or Joe.
Tim or Joe. So that's just easy. It's 3 letters.
Yeah.
You're in. Love it. All right. 419-240-1000. Tim or Joe, which one do you want to hear? We'll tabulate your votes here on our green version of the Text What's Next, presented by Super Fitness.
Here we go. Get in your responses right now. Your messages count. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
I'm walking on air. Now that song is going to be stuck in my head.
On a wing and a prayer.
Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
What was the name of the show?
American Hero?
Greatest American.
Greatest American Hero.
That show had a lot of potential when it first came out.
Yeah.
He's like, he finds a suit, he doesn't know how it works. It's kind of, and then it kind of just fizzled out.
It's you know what? It's a great it's a great concept for a movie, I think.
It is a great concept for a movie.
As
You know,
opposed to a series, yeah.
As opposed to, because after a while, the series,
yeah,
it's kind of like,
Figure
okay.
the suit out here already.
How long? How long? But the whole idea that it doesn't know how and I love the concept. Like,
It
yeah,
is a
they
good
drop off the
concept.
suit, but they don't leave instructions on how to use it. So he's like flies in the air and then can never land properly.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah. So the fun thing is that was kind of just petered off at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. As did a lot of shows in the 70s, and you know, they just they started and they just sort of kind of blah, blah, blah.
But at least in the 70s they were doing new things. Now they just do all the old things.
all
all reboot.
Like I thought Fall Guy was great. I
Yeah?
love that show.
How was the movie?
Sucked.
Was
Because
it
they redid it and it's like, it's not
Yeah.
as good. There's a lot of good. I mean, Steve Austin, $6 million,
$6 million man.
Bigger, faster, stronger. I remember specifically Friday nights when I was a kid, Incredible Hulk, Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
it.
what a lineup.
That
What a
was it.
lineup.
As if you were a boy at that age, you just like that's
Yeah.
I mean, that was it.
Boom. 3. Boom. Boom. Oh. How are we looking over there?
I'm just checking it for a first time now.
Well, it's kind of late.
I've got a
Yes, it
tie.
is.
I've got a tie over here.
Do you?
Yep. Split right down the middle.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
I believe him. Look at that face.
It's true. Take a look at it.
K100, Lynn and Marco doing Text What's Next, presented by Super Fitness. Taking 2 songs here today and going to pit them against each other so you can vote at 419-240-1000.
So you got Joe Diffie or Tim McGraw. Joe's John Deere Green or Tim's Where the Green Grass Grows. So we had you text us, Joe or Tim. And man, it is neck and neck. But it looks like Tim McGraw takes the win.
Oh, wow. All right. It was close. It
was really
All right,
close.
our special green edition, since the Pro Home and Garden Show's happening this weekend, the golf show's happening this weekend, both involving greens. Your winner, Tim McGraw, and Where the Green Grass Grows. On K100's Text What's Next.
Good.
I'm not sure why.
Green. We did the whole green thing. I don't know. I barely like seeing myself once. 3 times is way too much. That's bad.
No.
There you go.
It's got to be that way.
That's how you do it.
All right. Okay. I think I stumbled onto something here. First of all, I want to talk about this. I heard about this, the John Denver experience. Are you kidding me?
What do you mean by that? Like you think it's exciting or ridiculous?
With everything that's been going on in the news lately, and they're going to come out with the John Denver experience.
No, this has been planned for about a year.
The timing is very poor right now.
This has been planned for about a year.
I don't want the John Denver experience. It sounds tragic. I love John Denver.
Me too.
I love John Denver. I thought that was probably one of the greatest Super Bowl ads they had out there when they were singing Country Roads.
Country Road.
That oh my God, that was awesome. I love
Take
that.
Me home. See, I'll get that other song out of your mind.
There you go.
Thanks.
You can
To
get-
you, I belong. Good. All right.
There you go. That's much better one to have in. So that's taking place at the Valentine Theater
Okay.
on Saturday, April 12th.
And you don't love it as well.
Marco's birthday.
Oh no, I would love this. But when I heard, so I'm watching these planes crashing all over the place, and then I hear the John Denver experience, and it's like, oh, too soon, man. Too soon.
Is
No.
it too soon? It was like the 70s.
I
When he died?
Yeah,
It was-
it was a while.
It was in the 90s.
Was it
actually.
in the 90s?
Yeah.
No.
okay.
Look it
yeah,
up. It
his
was
biggest
definitely
hits
in the
would have been
90s.
in the 70s, but he was around them.
It was probably around 90. I think it was, I would guess 94.
Let's see how right you are.
Let's see how right I am. But I'm going to guess 94.
97.
90, was that much later?
Mhm.
Okay.
October 12th,
That's still like,
1997.
20 years.
Yeah.
So
But it's not the 70s. That was 50 years ago.
true.
So you had told us earlier in the show at the 9 o'clock hour. I know we're
Yeah.
not quite there. That you had something big you wanted to
I think
share.
I've stumbled
Was it
onto
a
something here.
revelation?
I think I've
epiphany, or
I think I've stumbled onto something
Does
here.
it have to do with John Denver?
It does not have to do with
Okay.
John Denver. It does not have to do with John Denver. But first, before we do that, once again, I want to thank everybody that voted for the both the Swanton 7th grade boys basketball team
Yes.
and the 5U flag football, the Dirty Birds. Congrats to the Dirty Birds.
5U.
Yeah.
Those have got to be the cutest bunch of kids ever.
So really excited. They're all really excited. The parents are really excited. So they're going to get a great media package courtesy of Marco. I have the coach's information, so we'll contact the coach and they will set up a time. And then they also get these great little journals. They're gold journals from a guy by the name of Jeff Aducci. He owns a business called Game On.
Mhm.
And what he does is he tutors student athletes.
Nice.
So a lot of times people students especially when they're involved in sports, sometimes grades can start to slip.
They're
As
taking a
you
lot
get into,
on.
you get into junior high and high school, grades can start to. You know who we actually worked with? Jeff Aducci? Brandon Hawkins.
Really? Wow.
Worked with Brandon Hawkins and actually got Brandon out of his head. Brandon attributes Jeff Aducci to why he became so successful.
How cool is that?
It was through basically kind of like counseling. And they talked and they worked together. And then all of a sudden, Brandon comes out and has turned his game around. Just started having
talking.
Well, you kind of almost like counseling. Yeah.
Yeah.
But really good. So Jeff is giving these sports these goal journals. Every kid that wins, they each get the journal and stuff like that, and they set their goals and they write out what they want to achieve and everything like that. So it's really good. It's a great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's got a great program. So he's giving that to them. Obviously, Keith Klonch is sponsoring to have all the photos taken and everything like that. So just really great, really just phenomenal. So thanks for everybody for doing that. And Keith, thank you for also for responding. And this was kind of a this was kind of his brainchild initially. He thought
he likes to give back.
He does like to give back, and he wants to make sure that the youth have it, and nobody else is doing this right now. So it's a really good thing. All right. We are now approaching the 9 o'clock hour. Stay tuned. I'm dropping a bomb. It's going to be huge. Check it out.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, living in Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. Good vibes, great people, living in Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
Like, it's no secret you have to get your oil changed, right? Especially as it's getting into these colder months. What's going to happen is all the dirt and the grime that builds up in your oil, it's going to put a lot of stress on that engine when it has to do a cold start as the weather here is getting colder. So you want to make sure if you haven't gotten your oil changed recently, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's going to prolong the life of the car. Again, as we're getting into the cold months, you have to get your oil changed. Now, where do you go? That's up to you. Here's where I go. I go to Costa Oil. Why? Because I trust a man by the name of Keith Klonch, who owns this company, as well as several others. He's a good guy. I trust him. I trust his employees. You go where you'd like. This is where I go. But get your oil changed. Something else that's really cool, as Mark was filling up the tires, he noticed that the front tires were kind of worn down. The back tires look brand new. So another feature they offer is tire rotation. Make sure you get that taken care of as well.
Oh, there we go. Get your oil changed. You got to get it done. Make your car nice and healthy. Okay. I need you guys' help with this. We're gonna do a little experiment here.
Okay.
All right. So Lynn, do you have your phone out?
I don't even have my phone.
All right, Marco.
Yes.
You're gonna help me out here.
Okay.
So I want you to Google something for me. I want you to Google, is it cold as hail or cold as hell?
Oh, good question.
Okay.
All right. Does the preemptive text already kind of pop up?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and click that. And I want you to read for me the first thing that you see that pops up.
Well, you're not going to like that.
Okay.
But because I don't know, for some reason I have an AI overview.
Okay.
Which says the correct phrase is cold as hell, not cold as hail. But then the one right underneath that says cold as hail is the correct phrase to describe freezing weather, when cold as hell is an oxymoron.
So yours says the correct phrase is
Cold as, well, depends on which one you read.
look at the AI overview.
It says cold as hail.
Hail, H-A-I-L. Right?
No, hell, cold as hell.
Interesting, because okay, now look at this. So mine,
Your AI predicted?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The correct phrase is cold as hail, not cold as hell, right?
Yeah, look at mine.
And yours is, yeah, not cold as hail. So why? And now we both have these two things. So here's what I'm seeing though. So not only, so the AI predictive thing,
It's two different. It's two different.
two different things, right? Okay. So right there, why is that AI thing there? Why?
More people probably type that in or ask that.
So, but what's the purpose of the AI overview?
Probably to give you what the general consensus is.
What it does is it alleviates you from having to do any actual research, and it just puts the information right there from you based on what?
On its own merit.
on its own what people are posting.
Right.
Scroll down, and if you look at where this debate is coming from, it's all over its Instagram, TikTok. There is no actual any kind of scientific journal or any kind of Merriam-Webster dictionary definition. It's all social media based. It's all people's opinions on social media, on TikTok and on Instagram.
It's conjecture.
Right. Exactly right. And what we've just been able to prove right here is that it's going to give us two very different responses based on probably things that we have looked at our own social media pages, right?
Yeah.
How easy is it? Because I could look at this, I could type that up, and I could look at that AI overview and go, oh my gosh, the correct phrase is cold as hail.
It's the problem with the world because it gives everybody thinks they're right.
Right. Right.
There is no definitive answers on it's the same reason why you can have somebody that has a totally different ideology of you. And that's when people say, I don't even know how you could think that way.
Right.
And be functioning normal, but that's how it is because anything they look up is going to support their
right.
ideology,
Exactly right.
and anything I look up is going to support mine.
But look at and the other thing is but look at where the information. It's not actual information.
No,
it's people's opinions
guessing.
on social media.
Yeah.
That's what the AI predictive is looking up. And so what's going to happen now? This was just an example. But what's going to happen is when somebody tries to look up some kind of crucial information, they're going to see that AI predictive and think, oh, that's what it is.
Right. Yeah, well,
That's
people traditionally don't do any work.
that they want to do as least as possible, right? So very, very scary. That's very manipulative.
Yeah.
It's extremely manipulative.
Yes, it is.
Well, if you multiply that out by years, then nothing is ever going to be real. There won't be no truth.
Right.
Because you'll be able to prove anything that you want.
You have to, yeah, exactly right. But so the question is, where do you look up information? Where do you get information from? My wife and I were
encyclopedia.
Yeah. My wife and I were talking about this, and we were talking about she said there was some protest that was going on, and she was like, I don't really want to go to it because this, that, and the other. And I made a statement. I made a statement, which true or not true, but it's based on things that I see from the news sources that I watch.
Right.
Right. And I said this, and she's like, I'd like to see the proof of that. I'd like to see, where are you getting that information? I'm like, well, I'm getting it from this news. She's like, I've never seen anything like that. And I said, well, no. I said, you wouldn't.
Because you're not in that.
The news sources that you watch aren't going to cover those particular stories.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, they're not going to.
And that is a big problem.
And it's not a matter of, she's saying, well, so what news sources do you watch that are unbiased? And I said, the stuff that I watch is extremely biased.
There's nothing unbiased.
Yeah, there's nothing
unbiased. So it's like anybody can make up any point. What's happening is we're getting to what I call micro points.
Yeah.
And the micro points will give you so for instance, everybody is crazy about Doge. Doge has never been around. He's got like 5 or 6 people. It's Doge. It's like, well, did you know that Joe Biden had 919 different people look through your social security numbers? Some of them were interns.
Right.
But so that's just a micro. That's so when people get all bent out of shape on one thing. It's like, yeah, but I mean so it's like, and which one is right? Which one is wrong? They're both just out there. It depends on what you want to look at.
Right. Right.
So it's like there's a debate to literally everything. Now.
Right.
Except,
and they're all now there's a level of credibility, I think, that comes with certain news sources. And I think that there are some There's some out there that are more credible than others.
Yeah, I don't know though. Not anymore. I think everyone has a bias.
Well, no.
Even like the AP, you would think, oh, AP, they have a bias.
Right.
Right now, there's a big beef because the AP won't call the Gulf of America the Gulf of America. They want to call it, they want to call it the Gulf of Mexico, which is fine, but that's a political stance.
Right.
If you are a traditional, you don't have a stance.
Yeah.
Back in 1950, when Walter Cronkite didn't have a stance, he just told you what happened.
Told the news.
That
Just told
stopped.
the news. This
And
is what
once that
happened.
stopped, we became mired in this
Right.
ridiculous
No,
red
there's-
tape that we'll never
So
get out of.
what I'm saying is that there's going to be a bias no matter what.
Right.
There's going to be a bias. There are some sources that I would say, okay, you may be biased, but I trust your integrity more than I trust the integrity of this one. So like I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example of what I would consider credible and what I wouldn't consider. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's getting so hard. Like, it would be very hard for you. My question would be like, okay, name me an unbiased news source.
There's not. That was my point. There's not an unbiased news source. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. That's why you have to look at both sources. If you want to find out what's going on politically, you actually have to watch people in the Senate and Congress talking. Like, you have to actually watch them giving their statements and talking about what they're doing instead
You can
of
give it your own interpretation.
instead of listening to somebody else give their interpretation of what that person is saying. You actually have to go to the source. You can listen to other people, you can hear a story, but if you really want to know what's going on, you almost have to listen to both sides of it and then go and look at the actual source itself.
Well, and you just defined what traditional news sources used to do.
Yeah.
You find both sides and you say, well, this is what this person is saying. This is what this person is saying.
Right.
And I'm not going to say which one is right. I'm just saying there's all the facts. You decide what
Right.
you're doing.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that doesn't happen anymore. We live in it's funny because you think with all the information that we have that it would be way better. It's way worse.
Right.
It's too much. It's like now nothing is, again, it's what I just said earlier. Nothing in another 10 years, nothing is going to be real or true. Like,
You're not going to be able to
AI,
prove it.
like you're not,
Oh.
everyone's going to have an answer for everything that you say. And it's
Right.
like, these are little micro things that you can throw in there.
People are going to, well, not only that, but with the use of AI, people are going to be, you're not going to be able to tell what's real.
Exactly.
What people are saying.
Now you won't be able to look at pictures.
Right.
And you're not going to be able to look at video, and you're not going to be able to tell just by having somebody report to you. So I have no idea what's going to happen in 50 years. It's going to be insane.
We
Need somebody that only tells the truth, no matter what.
Which, yeah.
But the
That's-
thing is, there's
not
there's
gonna
gonna
happen.
be no truths because
Right.
you'll be able to find information supporting.
Because everybody
your
has their
theory.
own truth.
Exactly.
Everybody has their own truth. And
You could say something, and give me 2 days, and I can dig up every reason why you're wrong. And seriously, like,
you
with
do that
facts.
to me weekly.
I mean, it's insane.
So yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Why? Because I saw that on Instagram.
I've never said cold as hail, but
Neither have
obviously
I.
there's looks like there's an underswell with.
That's my point. I don't think there is. I think somebody on social media put that up.
Right.
Cold as hail. Other people jumped onto it. And now it's become a thing where now you can look at them and go, oh my gosh, look at that. It is. I could say,
It might have been just somebody with an accent.
right, it's cold as hail. It's cold
They're
as
just
hail
saying
out there.
Hail is ice. Ice is cold. It makes sense.
It does make sense.
It does make sense.
And it never made sense to say cold as hell because hell is hot. So
Well, except that hell is an unbearable place that you don't want to be. Right?
correct.
So when it's cold as hell, it's like saying he's mad as hell.
Or when hell freezes over.
When hell free, yeah. But like,
It'll be
so
cold
it's
as hell.
but hell is just an unbearable place where nobody wants to be. That's when you're like, oh my God, it's cold as hell.
Right.
Right. That's, yeah. You're just in an unbearable place where you don't want to be. That's, that makes sense. I don't think it's ever been hail. I don't think that's ever been it. I think that this was somebody started this on social media.
And it made
Other people
sense.
picked it
And
up.
It made sense.
Other people picked up, and now you can scroll through and you can see all these different TikToks, all those people going, I didn't know that it was this. It's not.
No.
It's never been
What you're
hail.
watching is in real time speaking something into existence.
That's exactly what it is. So you could come up with anything. You could come up with like, oh my gosh, I never knew this. That up until the 19th.
But that's happened before without the internet. I'll
Yeah.
give you a perfect example. This is because I'm in the music. This is going to shock you. but the song from Phil Collins, "In the Air Tonight."
Uh-huh.
If you listen, I don't know if you ever listened to that song, but there was a rumor like 20 years ago that he wrote this song. He saw somebody drown somebody, and he witnessed this murder, and he found out who this person was because there was an acquaintance of somebody, invited him to the show, sang him this song, because the song clearly says, "I was there that night. I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. You can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies." I mean, it makes complete sense that he would do that. Has nothing to do. Phil Collins from his own mouth said he wrote that about going through a divorce about his wife. So it happened before, but there was no internet to magnify it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that rumor is out, and people just spread it. Somebody told it maybe on a radio station or in a big, and then that just made
all of
its
a
way
sudden
through.
people like, "Did you guys know this? Hey, did you know this?" Wow,
So it's been
about that?
happening our entire lives. I think the internet now magnifies it to a point where it's becoming unbearable. But pretty fascinating when you sit down and you think about what's actually happening.
Colleen Perkins says, "Hey Pat, I wanted to tell you that some robins stay here year round. They move to the forest."
See, now that might be it. It might be another one right there.
She's trying to speak it into existence.
That does not happen.
It's not true at
But
all.
in 5 years, you'll see on Wikipedia.
Everybody's going to be saying,
some robins.
Some robins stay around all year. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. Oh, how about that? So the whole, when you see a robin and, it means that spring is right around the corner. That's just a big old lie.
Mark says, check out Straight Juice. Is that, Mark, if you're still with us here, is that like somebody that gives you straight? Maybe that's the application I need to start. I'm going to start a news network that just tells you this is exactly what happened. You deal with it.
It's tough because you have to then, how do you get the information?
True.
See,
well,
so
you could.
A lot of the news
to look
sources
at
it would all come through the AP, right?
Right.
It would all come through the AP, and all the news sources on either side would take it and put their own spin on it and everything like that. But even the AP is biased. I mean, not as biased as say like CNN or Fox, but it's not straight down the middle. It's just not.
And I could never do that because I have
You are biased.
I have too many. I have what is that called? I have too many opinions or whatever it is. I could never just do that because I would have a comment.
Yeah.
Trenton, I am going to the golf show, I think later today, because I want to go there before all the good golf balls disappear.
Beth Ann says we saw robins in January in Hocking Hills. No, those were drones.
See,
those
this
weren't
is how-
actual robins. Those were
These are how
drones.
things get spread,
Right?
Beth Ann. This is the whole point of the conversation. Now Colleen has somebody that's verified the
Right,
story.
verified now. It's happening here.
Oh my
So
God.
apparently, people are now trying to claim that robins stay around all year in this area.
Really?
Yeah, how about that? See, she didn't even question it. She just bought it right into it.
Now
They stay
we've
hidden
gone
pretty well then.
complete circle. Now.
They do. They move into the forest. She says.
Who is she? Is she an expert?
Colleen Perkins.
Beth Ann, have you looked this up? Well, AI is going to tell us two things.
Right.
That they do.
Based on the experience,
And they
the
don't.
experiment that Marco and I just did earlier, we literally asked the exact same thing and got
exact
two different
opposite
answers.
answers.
Exact opposite answers.
I don't know. They may stay tucked away. Maybe they almost.
No, I bet they do. I don't think they all fly south. I think she's right. But yeah.
We had this robin in our yard for 2 years, and it's still a mystery what happened. He had a white head. His head was all white, but everything.
You sure
else
it wasn't an eagle?
No, it was a it was a red-breasted robin, but except for that he had a white head. It was the most interesting robin. I thought maybe we'd see a whole bunch of them if they had babies, but just disappeared.
The elusive. Google tells me some robins do stay if there's food available.
So maybe during a not so harsh winter.
Yeah, and this winter hasn't been too bad.
What? I'm gonna kill myself this
winter
It's
has
the
not. I mean,
worst winter. I feel like we're in Siberia.
Dude,
It was negative 10 degrees with the wind chill.
for a couple
20
of
straight
for a
days.
couple of days.
Have
it
you
was
ever
not.
seen people's face?
It was not bad.
Half of the snow we've had.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I was shocked that we actually had.
In fact,
snow.
I would have moved to Florida this year if I still didn't have.
No, this was nothing. Oh my gosh. 2014, 2014, we had an entire month of either it would.
It can snow at 32 degrees. It's been negative 20 here, folks. You guys didn't live in the same place that I've lived
2 days, Bart.
Yeah,
it was
like
not
a
week
yeah.
straight
It was-
of nothing but 4 degrees. Dude, Lake Erie
No.
is 95% frozen. It's never been 95% frozen.
Yes, it has.
No way.
Yes, it has.
Not 95.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it has. People used to drive their
Well, they're
cars
driving on it
from
now.
the mainland to Putin Bay.
Exactly.
People used to drive their
They're
cars
doing that now.
on the lake.
Yeah, but that was only 80% frozen.
But they haven't been able to
Lake
do that.
Michigan, 100% frozen.
They
That
haven't
thing
been able to
hardly
do
ever
that.
Freezes over. That's like hell freezing over.
According to whom?
Oh, interesting. So Beth Ann is actually doing the research. The American Bird Conservatory says that some stay, mostly the males, which would be
Why?
which would
Because males are dumb.
which would the females are like, screw this, I'm going somewhere warm.
I'm going south.
But that would make sense if the females do leave, and then they come back when it starts getting warmer, because they're the ones that have the yellow breasts, right? The orange, the copper colored.
Well, they're typically females are always more colorful than males.
That's
No, that's
not
the
true at all. That's
opposite.
the opposite.
You meant
Males are
So,
more
yeah,
colorful.
I did mean that. I did mean that. Yeah, because if you ever see a male cardinal, it's like brown.
Right.
No.
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 No. The male
The
cardinal
female
is
is
bright
brown.
red.
Yeah,
The
that's what I
female
mean.
is brown.
That's what I mean.
The female has to camouflage. They have to hide it. They have to be able to
The
camouflage
male
in.
wants to stick out to needs
Yeah.
to stick out
Yes.
to mate. Yeah,
Yes.
right. Female cardinals, they're like orange, they're like the weirdest colors.
Winter. Colleen Perkins says winter hasn't been bad in years. Marco.
What? Colleen, we were so close before.
Oh, Gwen says, good morning, everyone. My mom had a bad stroke. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm with her every day. She's getting better, so I won't be all about K100 for a while. Oh, we're going to miss you, Gwen. Well, we hope she has a speedy recovery. Hopefully take good care of her.
Well, I wrote my voice to text on it. Everything you guys have said is now being texted to Chuck,
Oh.
just in case you missed it.
Wow. Did it get everything right?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting. I just the AI overview. I think it's you got to be really, really careful with that.
You have to be very careful with AI in general.
Right. Just
Because sometimes AI makes things up.
like
A lot of
the
stuff.
interview,
Oh,
the interview
yeah.
that you had.
Two interviews in a row.
That's hilarious.
So now we did one the other day, and I was like cringing every time I asked a question. It was like a little time bomb was going off.
Let's try this. Give me as much information as you can about Marco from K100.
That's not going to know anything. So we have to give
15 seconds.
Marco from K100 likely refers to Marco Antonio Rigo, a well-known Mexican television host and public figure.
There you go. That's exactly right.
That's if you met a different
New
Marco.
from the Rascal Flats. Can't wait to see them perform that live.
March 7th, the big
Yeah.
date.
It's going to be good. This is pretty cool. Cloudy, snow flurries possible. High 30 tonight, partly cloudy, very cold, 15 degrees. Yesterday it was negative 15, but you
No,
guys,
it was. It was 5 to 15.
No,
you
it
said negative. It was 5 to 15.
that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't it be 15 to 5?
I don't know.
Unbelievable. It's so cold. This whole winter has been a travesty. I mean, it's 26 days. Who knows who's going to make it? There might be people frozen.
You will make it.
There's people
You-
frozen in
you
the
will-
streets right
you
now.
will make it. 25 degrees now. K100, your weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. As far as traffic goes, man, we've had some situations all morning long, and some of them still a situation. You've got that accident on US 24 eastbound after Berkeley Southern Road. Still has a left lane of traffic blocked, so do be aware of that. A new situation on the Turnpike westbound, that after Ohio 51. So the accident is there and being tended to. And North Detroit Avenue, north and southbound out in by Central Avenue and Highland. That section of road still closed due to an early accident this morning.
Oh
Call,
my
text if there's anything else. 419-240-1000.
Can we talk about the John Denver experience?
We could do that.
Yeah. This is going to be fantastic.
It happens on April the 12th at the Valentine Theater, and you want to be taken back to a John Denver era. Feel like he's up there on the stage with you. This Chris Collins guy is absolutely amazing. You're going to get an opportunity to check him out at the Valentine Theater. Oh, well, actually, for absolutely free.
Yeah, right now, actually.
Mhm.
If you give us a call, we got a pair of tickets to go on April 12th, which is my birthday. So if you don't have somebody to take, you know, just take that extra seat right there with me. K100country.com. We got info and details there. But if you call now, 419-240-1000, we'll set you up with your tickets to go to that show with Lynn and Marco on K100.
Yeah, I am going to get a DeRochers in before I worry about that, or we'll get through the break and it won't happen. And we have to get yours in at 35.
All right. You just do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Are you doing that right now?
I don't.
Well, actually, we're going to get 2 green and then we'll do it. There's 2 true greens back to back. Okay.
You have 10 seconds. Okay. You got it?
Yeah. Thank you. So if you need appliances, you want to head to DeRochers for so many reasons, including the fact that they still have big President's Day savings going on right now, rebates and all kinds of great deals. Yep, you're going to find them there now. You put those on top of digital price tags that already ensure that you get the best price around, and you are talking lowest prices ever. There's never been a better time to invest in appliances for your home. Whatever it is that you need, kitchen, laundry room, they're going to take good care of you with trusted brand names like KitchenAid, Maytag, LG, Samsung, premier brand names like Fisher & Paykel, Sub-Zero, Wolf. They have got them all, and they've got experts who know everything about every appliance under their roofs. They're personable, they are knowledgeable, and they're going to take incredibly good care of you. Never pressure selling you. You walk through the doors of DeRocher, it's like walking into somebody's home. You're welcomed, and they're available to answer any questions that you might have. DeRocher's has been family owned and operated since 1951. They've got that beautiful store on Monroe Street, 5555 Monroe Street in Sylvania, where you can get your hands on appliances and those living kitchens. And you can also shop 222 South Monroe up in Monroe. And they carry mattresses, box springs, if you're interested in getting bedding. You can also shop online right down to their clearance corner, DeRochersOnline.com.
I would just take, we only have like 4 rain here, so I would just take somebody here.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
K100.
I was just trying to be a caller.
Well, you're doing a good job of it, 'cause you are a caller.
What number?
You're caller number 10. Congratulations.
All right.
Nice job. What's your name?
Carrie.
Carrie. Well, this is going to be great. John Denver Experience featuring Chris Collins is going to be at the Valentine Theater April 12th. And you are going to be going for free, courtesy of Lynn and Marco here.
Nice.
Hang on a second, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
See, you set the bar
Carrie,
low.
how do you spell your name?
You can. Well, I'm trying to be a caller. Well, great job. I have several more tickets to the Pro Home and Garden Show that we're going to give away. If you would like tickets, they're going to be up there at Will Call for you. We're going to do the Wheel O Names right here.
I love the Wheel of Names.
So if you would like to get those tickets to the Pro Home and Garden Show, put in your name right now. Tell me you want them. Say here, me, whatever you want. But if not, then I'm just going to give them to random people on the street.
Which is also kind of fun.
Yep. But I've got 4 pairs, so you got 4 chances to win.
What?
Courtesy of Kevin Webb, our good friend Kevin Webb from Webb Builders.
Such a sweetheart.
Okay,
very good. All right, your tickets are here at the radio station. It's a hard ticket, so nothing electronically transferred. You come pick
I
it
think
up
if I
here,
took
and
one
they
thing
play
out,
9 a.m. and 4
it would be the
p.m.
egg
before that show,
burrito.
and the show date
You don't like it?
is April
No, I
5th.
do like it, but I wonder if that's
Okay, you're so welcome.
Eggs aren't that. I have 2 eggs every night, but not in a burrito. But
right.
what else is in the burrito?
Well, I'll put different things in,
Like
sausage and
Yeah.
load it up. Suppose if it's just egg, that's one thing, but but you know, I don't need that because I do a bean burrito as well. I have a bean burrito and I'll switch on and off. Bean burrito has less, has more protein, less fat, or less calories. I mean, so I might just do that.
Well, Lynn scared you on this calorie thing, dude.
Well, she's not wrong. You got to watch. You got to keep your calorie count in check. If you're taking in too many calories,
But if
my
you're working out, you're
my
burning
my point is if you're eating something that's high in calories and it's low in protein, low in fiber, low in all that stuff, yeah, it's crap. You don't want it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the calories. Which is why you really should just cut out beer and wine, all that stuff, because that's a lot of calories.
Oh yeah,
lots of calories, and you're not getting anything for it.
I'm convinced the only reason I lost 1 pound is because I ate all those candies. But you know what? I had to do
Jen
it.
Ambrose, you already have tickets.
Jen's the
You
best.
already have tickets to it.
She's the
You won
best.
it 2 weeks ago.
She's amazing.
And Pat Wilson, so do you.
Erica Zimmerman, what are you doing? Boy, you took a long time today.
She took a
Erica.
you know what? She was getting ready for she was getting ready for Zumbini
Well,
and the handwriting course that she offers out to people
that makes sense.
through the Dot Play Space. Remember that?
I do.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that place opening up. Erica, what is the update? When are the doors actually going to be open for kids to be able to come in and play?
That's gonna be fun.
Because I've got one more video for her waiting to release. So once it does, but give
And
us
you
the
have
update.
kids.
We want to know. We want to know. You guys ready for some trivia?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Not ready for
let
trivia.
me play this winner back real quick
Okay.
because we have made it 4.5 hours with no dead air. So
Let's.
we're gonna try to bring this
We're
thing
gonna-
home. We're gonna try to bring it home.
The winner is.
You are a caller.
What number?
You're a caller number 10. Congratulations.
All right.
Nice job. What's your name?
Carrie.
Gary. Well, this is going to be great. John Denver Experience featuring Chris Collins is going to be at the Valentine Theater April 12th. And you are going to be going for free, courtesy of Lynn and Marco here.
Nice.
All right. Now we can do trivia.
Now we're ready for some trivia. Well, you're in luck because I happen to have some trivia.
Well, that makes sense.
All right. So Erica says they have the equipment. It was it was ordered. The equipment was ordered and will ship next week. They don't have an install date, but they're making progress.
Nice.
They're getting there. In the meantime, you can sign your kids up for handwriting courses. You can sign up for Zumbini. That's just, I wish I had a young one to be able to take to that class.
You do.
No,
Yeah.
it's for kids preschool and younger.
Oh,
I-
well, I guess you could have another one.
Don't have that door has been cauterized shut.
Okay, wow. Carterized.
All right, here we go. Oh, no, you guys don't want to do TV show trivia, do you?
Of course. What are you kidding?
I don't know why not.
Yeah.
What are you crazy?
Until I start.
All right, let's try out the TV
All right,
trivia.
let's try it.
Here we go. What iconic comedy series featured characters named Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton?
The honeymooners.
The Honeymooners. Good job. Which Netflix original series follows a group of kids in the 1980s as they encounter supernatural events in their small town of
Stranger Things.
Hawkins, Indiana? All right. 2 for Lynn.
Nice.
How many actresses portrayed the roles of Danny Tanner's 3 daughters in the series Full House?
How many
Two.
what? How many what?
How many actresses
Oh.
portrayed the roles
Hold on.
of Danny Tanner's daughters
It's 4.
in the series Full House? Do we give it to him?
No.
There's 2 Olsen
He
twins.
said 3.
Yeah, but I thought he was talking about the 2 different.
No,
Well, you were
he
wrong.
said 2. And how many were there?
4.
Yeah, there's 4. Peter Falk played the role of which popular detective?
Columbo.
That's Lynn. Marco, you're slipping here.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Before moving to Bel Air, where does Will live?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, West Philadelphia. Born and raised. What series follows the lives of doctors at Seattle Grace Hospital?
Grey's Anatomy.
That was a straight up tie. You said that at the exact same time. Which show was known for its tagline, "You take the good, you take the
Good
bad"?
times. Or damn, not good times.
Oh, I can picture all
Oh,
the
no.
characters.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
What is that? I could see the girl.
I know what they're
Blair. I
there
can
with
name
the
all of
lady
them.
with the crazy.
Yeah. What was that? Facts of Life.
there it is.
Oh, good.
Facts of
one.
Life.
I just sing the song in my head. I'm like, what's in the
Very
song?
good.
The Facts of Life.
What series set in a dystopian future features a society where women are subjugated and forced into roles as surrogates?
I never would have watched that. No idea.
I know. And it was such a like my wife loved it. I'm like, why do you like this? This
Stepford
is-
Wives?
Huh? No.
Was that The Bachelor?
The Handmaid's Tale.
I never watched one.
Oh, wait. What do we have? Wait, is this song starting or ending?
It should be starting.
Okay.
Okay. How
And
much?
now-
We
Yeah.
have 3 minutes.
We have
3 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait. All right. Go. We got to make sure we keep an eye on the time here. All right. What crime drama revolves around a forensic scientist and features the character Horatio Kane?
Huh?
What crime drama revolves around forensic scientists? Scientists, plural.
Oh, CSI Miami.
Correct. Which show featured the sitcom family, the Winslows?
That's the one with Urkel.
Family Matters.
That's it.
Ah.
You gave it to him. You gave it to him.
I mean,
Which TV show featured the character Jack Bauer and centered around
24.
There you go.
Yeah, who's coming back now? I don't hear any noise now, do I?
What was the unit number for the Mobile Army Surgical Hospital?
4077.
4077.
I named the show,
Yeah.
which should be the winner.
Yeah, I need the details.
Yeah. Carol O'Connor played the role of which
All in the family.
character in the series All in the Family?
Oh.
Well,
The
I didn't
dad.
hear the question
Mr.
because
the
somebody
husband.
was screaming.
Carol O'Connor played the role of which character in the series All in the Family?
Archie Bunker.
You can't.
You can't answer
You're
it twice?
done. Yeah, now I'm gonna steal
You
it
already
from
said-
you, Archie Bunker.
There
like
it
you
is,
did
right
to
there, Archie
me.
Bunker.
I thought that was a girl, but I got it because you screamed out.
You thought it was a girl.
A lot of people do. A lot. They don't
Carol?
realize that. Yeah. They don't realize that. Which series starring Zendaya explores the lives of high school students dealing with issues of identity, trauma, relationship?
Zendaya?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Dance off. Dance something. Dance.
Nope.
Oh.
I have no
Spider Man. Those are like 2 things I know she's in that dance show on Disney and Spider Man.
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
There we go. Now it's
am
back.
on.
And we're
Now it's back. Okay. That was weird. Back to the Future caused a major conflict for Michael J. Fox because of which series?
Family Ties.
Correct.
All right, hold that thought.
Okay. I got the hardest one.
and brew.
What?
I do and brew.
Okay. Oh, Luke Combs. That's the kind of love we make. And if you are in love, well, then nothing better than going to something you're going to be hosting this weekend. I'm excited for you on Sunday.
Looking forward to the I Do and Brew Bridal Fair. K100 teaming up with Mommy Babe Brewing Company again this year. Hopefully you will be there. If you got engaged at Christmas, maybe Valentine's Day, you finally sprung the question. Well, this Sunday, February 23rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., it's a great opportunity for you to meet some of the best wedding vendors in the business, in the area, who are ready to make your day perfect. Plus, we are going to be giving away that I Do and Brew near $30,000 bridal package, wedding package. We've got our 4 qualifying couples who are going to be competing at Mommy Babe Brewing Company for it. So congratulations to Olivia and Isa, also Kayla and Quint, Megan and Ben, Brittany and Michael. If you know these couples, come cheer them on. It's going to be so much fun. Oh my gosh. And we are talking about a prize package that includes everything from the venue, which would be Mommy Babe Brewing Company, to the honeymoon provided by Travel Connections and everything in between.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really cool. And if you are one of those 4 qualifying couples, again, you have opportunity to put together your perfect day by meeting these vendors, getting to know them. And there's a lot of secondary prizes to be given away too.
Yeah, a lot of second chance prizes. 10 to 2, Mommy Bay. You can just go down there, DeRocher's, Bellamere Suites, book that DJ, all going to be there. So this is not just for the winners. This is for everybody.
Yeah. And those 3 that you happen to mention, not just vendors, but they're actually going to be there providing those great prizes that are second chance prizes. So don't miss out on the fun. Don't miss out on the opportunity to plan, and don't miss out on the opportunity to cheer on these lovely couples.
All right. We did not have dead air there.
No. And now you are going to do your next gen thing.
All right. Well, it depends if this thing brings up my computer. Will it come up in 12 seconds? I don't know. Don't think so.
That trivia competition anyway. It's got to be pretty close.
It's really close. We've got one final question. No, neither. You're not going to get this.
This is the slowest computer. Okay. It just finally opened a Word document. It took 26 seconds to open a Word document. Jeez. Hot.
Are you going on right now? What's happening here?
Hey, what's up? It's Marco. If you're dealing with joint, ligament, muscle discomfort, listen up, because relief is way closer than you think. It's called Next Genesis, and you could be there feeling great. Pain in your back, your neck, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, your ankles. I just started lifting and getting back into shape. And of course, with golf season on the way, all these have kind of been a problem. And Next Genesis Healthcare in Toledo has cutting edge, non-surgical and narcotic-free rejuvenation. They got a whole therapy program designed just for you. No invasive procedures, no addictive medications, just real solutions to get you moving again. Call for a free consultation. That's right. Their expert team is waiting for you to call them. 419-873-7223. That's 419-873-7223, or just visit them on Fremont Pike in Perrysburg, Ohio, or just go to nextgenesishealthcare.com. You can learn more about neuropathy and a whole bunch of other stuff. Knee pain, back pain, all right there. Discomfort doesn't have to be in your future. Next Genesis specializes in advanced non-invasive therapies designed to reduce discomfort and restore function without harmful steroids or long recovery times. If you are into natural healing, this is for you. Call them. Go to nextgenesishealthcare.com and tell them Marco sent you. All right.
All right.
Okay. He thinks neither of us are going to get this one. He says it's so hard.
Yep. That means
Is it
it's
actually
easy.
tied? Do we have a tie going?
It's not. There's no way it's tied. I railed off like 7 in a row.
I did 7 in a row
You
first.
did 2.
Oh, please.
You did 2, and then
We'll go. Okay, wait.
what?
You had the Honeymooners. You had Stranger Things. You had Full House. You had Columbo. Marco had Philadelphia. You both had Grey's Anatomy.
Mhm.
So that's right now. That's 5-2. Okay. Marco had Facts of Life. Neither one of you had Handmaid's Tale. Marco had CSI Miami. 5-4. Marco got Family Matters. He got 24. Lynn got MASH. Well, 4077 was the answer. 6-6. Archie Bunker went to Marco because Lynn gave it. That's 2. You gave him 2.
Well, listen, we're not
That's why
worried.
I feel like I'm winning.
Neither of you got Euphoria. Marco got Family Ties. Jimmy Walker played the role of J.J. Evans in which
Good
series?
Times.
That goes to Marco. Lynn.
I didn't even know we were asking a question. You're tallying up past scores.
How about this? Lee Majors and Steve Austin was worth
$6
how
million
much?
man.
6 million. Okay, that's 7. All right, so it's 7-9.
Well, she said $6 million man. You said how much was he worth? The real answer is $6 million.
Well,
what do you mean? Well, you did the same thing to me 3 seconds ago.
What are you talking about?
Well, I
What
said
you talking
mash.
about,
and you
Willis?
said 4077.
Do it the right
That
way.
was-
What you talking about?
That was the complete wrong
That
answer.
is
I
the
wasn't.
exact same
I wasn't
thing.
asking you
You
the name
had
of the
to have
series.
details.
I asked what was the unit number.
You said how much was he worth, and she said $6 million man. That's not how much somebody's worth. That's the
She
title
said he's
of
a
the
$6
thing.
million man.
No, he didn't say that.
I'm still gonna give it to her.
Okay, of course.
It's
We're going
9
to give it to
7,
her.
9
I
to
still
7.
don't know why you didn't do a different stroke style.
Unbelievable.
9-7.
Jeez.
Missed
I
opportunity.
mean, this is how the Chiefs have to play the refs and I have to play the team against me. I got it.
Oh,
Okay.
cry me a river.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. I'll tell you what. Whoever, if you get this,
Erica says she's crushing the whole trivia. So
yeah.
she's the actual winner.
So this is how confident.
I had to sneeze.
Is that an answer?
No, but I wasn't going to be able to answer quickly. If you-
I feel like this is gonna be this could be a winner takes all kind of question. What do you think? You want to gamble it?
Well,
What's
I'm
the score?
up
By 1?
2.
By 2.
So I don't even have to answer.
Yeah, come on.
By 2.
That's like somebody on Jeopardy betting. I bet 16,000, even though I don't have to bet anything. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. What was the name? Now, don't answer too fast.
Yeah.
What was the name of the alien character? The actual name of the alien character in the sitcom Elf.
He had an actual name.
He has an actual name.
Dang
They called him Elf
Yes,
because
they
he's an
did.
alien life form,
Right.
Correct.
but that's not what his actual name is.
I
His name is an alien life form. What is his
I
actual
guess
name?
I'll just have to throw out a guess.
No.
Walter? I have no idea. I was dumb.
God, I feel like I know that.
Mhm.
It's so random. I had to look it up and be like, this isn't real.
I think it still spells Alf, though, doesn't
No.
it? No.
no, it's
No,
not.
but nice way to try to get some help.
I don't have to get help. I already won. I'm going to say David.
No. His name is Gordon Shumway.
Jesus, that's crazy.
You know what? As you say it, I think somewhere along the way I did remember.
I think I need to reword the question.
Yeah.
I think I need to say
Who is
which
Gordon Shumway?
Gordon Shumway is better known by which name.
Right. That would be
Yeah.
that would be easier to guess.
Right.
Mm-mm. Why?
Gordon Shumway. I guess I could say which
Because I mean, then you could just guess Alf.
alien. I guess,
What's easier to
You would
guess?
guess
Alf?
Alf. If they
Oh,
said
so
who's
Gordon Shumway is easier to guess than Alf.
No,
I
you
s-
have no
ma-
idea where Gordon Shumway, what show he
It
Right,
might trigger. It might trigger
well,
Alf.
what if I said alien? Which alien?
Who are the neighbors? What was the neighbor's last name?
Oh, I have no idea.
I can tell you exactly because I can tell you the joke that I remember from their last name was actually Achmonic.
Okay.
And because Alf was like at a radio station, I don't know doing what, but trying to put, hey, we got a winner. It's whatever, ouch my neck. And it's like, our name is Achmonic, you dummy. So I don't know why I remember that from when I was
That's
10 years
funny.
old. Yeah, it is funny. And I remember laughing at that.
Gordon Shumway.
So someday I'm going to use that.
Achmonic.
I think I'm going to reword it to be which TV alien.
That's too easy.
No, it's not.
No, there's a lot of TV aliens.
Name one.
Mork.
His name is Mork.
Name two.
But how do you know his? How do you know his name?
His name is in the title.
I know, but what if it wasn't Mork? What if it was like, oh, maybe it's actually Gordon Shumway?
Who did Mork call at the end?
What's that?
I know.
Only two?
That's it.
There's got to be more than two.
Oh, the guy from Alien.
Resident Alien.
Resident Alien. What's his name? I can't even think of it. We were 3 seasons in, and I can't even think of his name.
Who did
Doctor
Mork
something.
call at the end?
Orson.
Yeah, that's another one.
TV shows with aliens. Oh, these are like, there's some serious ones. Oh, there's the show Roswell. There's the show
That didn't.
But do they actually have like character names?
Roswell. That was about aliens.
I know, but I mean, it wasn't like an alien running around named Timmy. I mean,
No, but
no,
oh, who knows?
you said, what's the name? They didn't name the aliens.
In Roswell,
Yeah,
the TV show, you have no idea what
I
that
don't,
TV
but
show
I'm,
is.
I'm sure they didn't name aliens then.
Yes,
Hey,
they
you know
did.
Mike the alien and Bobby.
Yes, yes. In fact, I'm going to tell you their names: Max, Liz, Michael.
Oh, how about that?
See, there was a Mike. I told you.
All right. So Roswell was about they like the aliens did crash, but then they superimposed themselves here in Roswell, New
I never
Mexico.
saw it.
It was a teen drama on the WB back in the early 2000s.
Okay, we got.
It would not have been a show that you would have ever watched. I never even watched it, but I knew what it was about. There you go. Marco takes the win. Lynn, you started off strong.
Hold on, I didn't. You glazed over that. I didn't hear it. One more time.
You took the win. You know
Yeah,
you
but
took
yeah,
the win.
Because despite what?
Despite Lynn,
Despite Lynn giving you two answers.
Hey, you yelled him out early. You
Yeah.
can't yell out.
I have to admit, I was excited because I was actually doing pretty good this time.
I
ahead of
admittedly
herself.
I don't watch a lot. If it's newer stuff, I don't. And then some of the older stuff, I don't.
I only had there was most of the stuff I had was from 70s, 80s,
Yeah.
90s.
I watched-
I had a few new things.
I watch some TV and then
Gordon Shumway. Yeah.
Gordon
that's-
Shumway.
I bet I could say that. I bet I could say Alien, which TV Alien is better known.
Everyone's going to be going Alf with that dude.
Because there's only him and Mark, pretty much. Nobody knows Liz and Mike, do they?
No, but that's the point. That's the point is that they can be like, oh, remember that show Roswell? What were their names? Oh, I don't know.
No one is going to Roswell when you ask this. They're going to go to Alf, dude. I mean, if you got a team that goes to, they're in the wrong. They should be on Jeopardy. They're not a trivia night.
I mean, you've got
You're talking to random.
you've got the Orville. You've got
What?
the
I've
events.
never even heard of that show.
You've got Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Third Rock from the Sun. I
There
bet they
you
could be
go.
like, oh, wait, what was their names? Yeah, they're 4 aliens right there, aren't they? And the building's like, no, the kid with the long hair. And be like, no, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Oh, damn.
Not Gordon Shumner.
Not Gordon Shumway.
All right, we got a minute.
Got the X-Files. There had to have been a Gordon Shumway on the X-Files, right?
The Smoking Man, Gordon
You
Shumner.
got an alien joke. You got some kind of joke there.
I've got a joke for you.
Jesus.
Doctor Who? They're aliens there, right?
No.
Well, Stargate SG-1.
Are they alien? They're Americans that are going to. the
There's
Stargate.
definitely aliens in
I don't know. I
Stargate.
didn't watch any of those shows.
I neither did I. Star Trek, for crying out loud. Star Trek, there's tons of aliens in Star Trek.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
Yeah, they're Spock.
No, there's
There.
Worf. Remember the guy with all the crud on his face?
Yeah, that okay. You got his name. It's not Gordon Shumner.
First of all, it's Gordon Shumway. The more and more I name, the
You know,
less,
Gordon Sumner.
the
That's
less and less it
actually
goes to
Sting.
Elf.
That's Sting's real name.
You need the guy from WKRP.
Dude, that's the same name as Sting. I'm telling you. Gordon Sumner. That's Sting.
Go Wetzel on Toledo's country music station, K100, on air, online, and on your phone. And today on Facebook, Friday Live. Thank you so much, Pat McCarty, guy in the 419, for being here. What a fun day.
Oh, fantastic. It's the end of our show. It's time for us to G-O and get up out of here. Have a great day today. A great weekend. I think I'm going to head over to Golf Show, get there
There you
early.
go. Thank you to Andrew
Screw
Brown for
around.
stopping by today from the Toledo Golf Show. Tama Shanner, the place to go if you want to be a part of that. Sounds like it's going to be a blast. Whether or
Yeah.
not you love golf, it
Oh.
sounds like the place to be. And of course, the Pro Home and Garden Show going on this weekend as well. That's at the Glass City Center in downtown Toledo. So that's going to be great. Art from Toledo Door and Window, the title sponsor for that event, in today to give us all the scoop on what's going on with that. Sounds like a really good family event too. So that's kind of cool. Gosh, Imagination Station.
Oh, my
Thank you,
God.
Andy Roman, for being here today talking about their hockey exhibit. That sounds like so much fun. And they've got their wine and chocolate event going on tomorrow night if you want a Science After Dark event. And so some really cool things happening this weekend. I Do and Brew. Looking forward to being out there on Sunday at Mommy Bay Brewing Company.
Yeah, I'll actually be at the golf show for the radio station tomorrow, doing a live broadcast there as well. Special thanks to our special in-studio guest, Gordon Shumway, who came in. And he's fantastic. If you don't know who that is, he's a great, great speaker. Just look him up.
If you do know who it is, I'd love to see how many people do.
Exactly.
That's our Facebook question on Monday.
Who's
Gordon
Who is
Shumway?
Gordon Shumway?
Yeah.
That's an easily look that up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. AI might lie to you.
That's right.
Sure.
Special thanks to Pat McCarty, guy in the 419, for bringing on all the cameras, doing our special show today. And we, for the first time in the history of mankind, did not have dead air today. So look at that, dude.
Man, look.
We are
Ooh,
back.
But if we don't get out of here fast, we will not leave on time.
Well, that's all Gordon Shumway's fault. All right. Anything big going on this weekend for you, Pat?
Yeah, well, I'm going to hit up both shows this weekend.
Yeah.
Also got my kids are at a talent show tonight at their school.
Fun.
So I've got Michael's doing this dance thing that he did with his friends. They're kind of like a boy band.
Yeah.
A 90s remix boy band.
Nice.
Maggie is singing Part of Your World, and Jack is rapping. He's doing Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Do you have Mom Spaghetti on his sleeve?
So, yep.
Can't wait to
We
see
should.
the videos. How fun.
All right. We leave you here now with one last laugh. Have a great weekend. Back on Monday right here on K100.
Your last laugh of the day brought to you by J. Foster Jewelers. And today, Pat McCarty, make us laugh.
Well, despite all the working out I've been doing, I was standing in the mirror the other day looking at myself, and I said, oh, man, I look old. I look fat. I just look ugly. I told my wife, I said, I need you to pay me a compliment. She said, your eyesight's damn near perfect. All right, there we go. Pat Wilson and everybody else, if you got the tickets, I'll have the tickets for you for the Pro Home and Garden Show. Gwen, if you want tickets, let me know. I've got tickets for you. Just say yes right now.
Trenton Strickland, I'm going to be over at the golf show. Let's hook it up. You've always talked about it.
We're going to be there. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon with AJ Arnold.
AJ's going?
Got the tickets right here. And
Are they going while you're there?
we're going to
Are
go.
they going while you're there?
No,
we're going.
they're
Yeah.
going
No, we're going to go while you're there. Remember, I got my race. So I'm going to have to do it. So yeah, going to be out there when you're there tomorrow, early afternoon. It's going to be great. Looking forward to going and checking that out. Then, Marco, thank you so much. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Thanks to our sponsor, Costa Oil and Insurance Solutions by Design. And here we go. We leave you now with your moment of awe.
What we cooking? Swiffer! Here, let's let her out. Let's let her out. Come on.